And welcome everyone to the Elder Brain cast. As you can see, I'm at the top of the Hollywood Squares tonight, so that means this is our once-a-month Pathfinder 2E stream, which we are now calling The Legacy of the Lost Empire. Sea of Souls episode 57 will be back next week. And in the meantime, I'm Ian, your humble game master. Devin is nursing a mild Gary Con hangover, so he will not be joining us tonight. But...
double con hangover.
Oh yeah, he's sandwiched between cons, so yeah, he's recovering. Otherwise, tonight we've got Craig and Jack and Mike. Everyone's done.
Realized I just need to set my Pathfinder background.
Oh.
How foolish of me. There we go.
There we go. So everyone's done.
Hold on, let me change mine.
Oh, well, if we're all changing backgrounds.
No.
Oh.
Hopefully I came back in the right spot.
You did, yes.
Oof. So yes, everyone did a little bit of retooling to the characters when we leveled up to 2. We'll sort of deal with that organically as we encounter them in the story. And speaking of the story, when last we left our heroes, they had just finished an adventure in the Imperium Isles, a lawless tropical haven for cheats and ne'er-do-wells. Our boys were Ide, the Elven Ranger with his wolf companion boss, Slippery Phil, the Griply swashbuckler, Sir Salueni, a human paladin and evangelist for the Bright Child, and Liam, a halfling alchemist bomber who has terrible aim.
Horrible.
They were working for a man named Nikolai aboard his salvage ship, the Persephone, on a race to retrieve artifacts from a newly discovered ancient ruin on an orc-infested island. They faced down goblin gangers, trained attack beavers, and undead denizens before finding an ancient reliquary containing an inactive magical compass and a map of the world showing several locations of interest marked with distinctive sigils. On their way out of the ruin, they faced off with Nikolai's old rival, Relic, and returned victorious to Nikolai aboard the Persephone with Relic in tow, and headed back to the central port to plan their next adventure. Where we're going to pick up tonight, feeling those 2 weeks of downtime since the last adventure. So we'll just sort of go around the horn here, and well, sort of around the horn. So I'll start off by mentioning that Sir Sal will spend the 2 weeks basically becoming like a street preacher, evangelizing, handing out pamphlets, the whole 9 yards. He fills his time preaching the greatness of the Bright Child on the streets.
He did mention the pamphlets quite a bit last time.
This is true.
Liam gets roped in by Nikolai to help write a grant proposal that he is approaching the Academy Arcane here in Central to hopefully get some funding for the next stage of this little venture. So Liam has been notably absent from your downtime activities. So what did Ide get up to in his downtime?
So, where did my thing go? So for the 2 weeks, Ide's in a bit of a tricky situation because he's not a big fan of cities. So he tries to spend as much time as he can in the wilds. So he would have been hunting and using his ability to tanning lore to create hides and the like to sell at market. So I believe we said that was the earn or the crafting goods for market activity.
Yes.
So that would be the primary thing that he'd be doing. And then on the side, buffing up on his common by just listening to people talk and casually observing.
So possibly even as part of the trapping and trading, working on your common there. All right. So why don't you roll? What is the skill that you do using for? Is it a trap? Do you have like a trapping lore, or is it?
Survival? I have. It's lore tanning. I think it is.
Okay, why don't you roll that and we'll see how well you do.
Well, that's a 12.
Well, all right. So you did not hit the DC. So I think what happens is Ide tends to. He's been sparing the really beautiful animals because he's an appreciator of the wildlife. So he's been getting sort of the ones that look like they need to be put down by mercy kills anyway. So the hides that he's getting from them are not great.
Is it Jarlin? How that's pronounced?
Yarlin.
Yarlin. Yarlin wouldn't be too happy with me just killing at random. So
So yes, you've been sort of helping cull the herd, and those do not produce the best hides, but it was good practice if nothing else. You earn a solid 4 copper pieces for these mangy hides that you.
Oh yeah, I'm rich.
So you got a little extra coin jingling in your pocket, and maybe a scruffy looking extra pouch at your belt, just to show your work off.
Okay.
How about Slippery Phil? Because you had also mentioned you were considering doing some sort of downtime income earning. What was Slippery Phil?
Well, I thought that maybe Slippery Phil would get up to some cooking, but then I also decided in between sessions and as we retooled our characters, I ended up changing my background. So Slippery Phil cooking is no longer really sensical. I did change his background to barber.
Street barber.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe he like puts up a little chair on a street corner and is doing like he's giving people like straight razor shaves for money. You know, doing some tricks for the crowd, like some fun little like he puts like an apple in his customer's mouth and then just with the straight razor just like cuts off the stem or something. I don't know.
All right. What skill do you think would be appropriate to roll for that? I'm almost leaning towards surgery just because it's the one that came from that background.
Yeah, that seems like that would make the most sense.
Surgery.
Especially since you're doing it with a straight razor. I'm gonna let's roll a surgery. See how that goes.
Man.
This could go really badly. You might be bailing.
What have I gotten myself into?
19. A 19 is a pass. And you are trained. You earn solid 3 silver pieces.
Nice. I will go ahead and add that to my inventory.
Right.
I appreciate your emphasis there.
So is there anything else that basically the two of you get up to over these couple of weeks? Because Nikolai sort of set out a day for you to reconvene once because he sort of lets you know that the paperwork has gone through and he's got exciting developments and he'd like to meet up with you in the next couple of days to get this show on the road. So if there's anything else you need to tidy up in town, whether that's shopping or any supplies or requests or things that you need to do.
I think the only other thing was trying to find any information on was it T'Chak?
Yeah.
Just to see, just like not being around like, hey, excuse me, do you know T'Chak?
Right.
What's a T'Chak? But just like trying to figure out if there's anywhere where information could be gleaned would be probably the first place to start. Like, where would we find out any information?
Yeah, what do we roll in order to glean?
So let me take a look at the list of skills and see.
That be a society?
Yeah,
Which
that sounds right.
I'm horrible at. I think
Either society or diplomacy, I would say.
I'm terrible at both of those because I don't like people or the city or society. So I feel like the slippery one might be a little bit better at that, perhaps.
So let's at least plop us onto the map of the city that we're talking about. Oh, I've got old tokens on here. bad me.
Slippery Phil, would you care to try ply your trade? Excuse me.
I mean, besides the one that I played already.
Well, if you're interested in this hunt for more information on T'Chak, you want to roll?
Absolutely. I think that at this point, Phil, despite his many close shaves with death in his last adventure, I think now that he's sort of here, he kind of has a sense that he's sort of in a bit of a sunk cost fallacy. So he would go along just because he's not really sure what else to do with himself.
I mean, Slippery Phil the barber's got to be good with close shaves now, though. So
yeah, exactly. His mustache is made from discarded clippings from the people who he's given haircuts to.
That's gross.
That's so unsanitary.
Just to show off.
That's so gross.
It is in fact a
Well,
problem.
he can't grow one himself, you see, because he's an amphibian.
There is
I
that.
was going to ask, but I figured it would come out. So now we know. So yes, if you want to roll society or diplomacy and see what you can word on the street is.
Let's see. I think my society is pretty good, although my diplomacy is about the same. I'll roll society, just to, be a frog of the people.
Woof. Yeah. So apparently your street side barbershop clientele aren't really in the know, and they don't know who knows either. So that's the avenue that you go down, and it's not really pan out for you.
Could give it a stab. If you would let me as well, just to see if I probably
if you
try
want
to talk to other people.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Wow, there we go.
That's an 18. Nice.
I find the loners like me.
And you do find someone who is he just wants to talk. And you ask him about T'Chak, and he doesn't know anything about the ancient empire, the ancient city of T'Chak, but he does have another one of these folk tales.
Ooh, folktales.
Now I'm trying to remember which one did I give you last time. Mike, do you remember which one I made you read? Or maybe it might even be in the hand.
I think I read T'Chak and the Animals.
You did. All right. Well, Craig, you are now up, and you would you care to read us the story that you are told about T'Chak and the farmer?
Hey.
All right. Once upon a time, T'Chak found a farmer with a broken down cart pulled by an old horse, with his plain but faithful wife inside. That's cruel. Plain. T'Chak first offers to fix the cart. The farmer accepts, but after seeing T'Chak's magic, he asks for more. A fancy chariot is better than an old cart, after all. Then he asks to replace the old horse with a fine stallion, and finally, even asks to change his wife into a beautiful princess. The farmer leaves, content, until he arrives home. His backside is sore because the new cart seat isn't broken in like his old one. And the new stallion won't eat the hay he has and will only eat his finest grain that he intended to sell. Worst of all, the princess won't even get out of the chariot because she demands a palace to live in, not a mere farmhouse. The farmer falls to his knees and begs T'Chak to make things like they were before, and T'Chak complies. His wife is transformed, the stallion becomes the old horse, and his old cart is returned, broken wheel and all. The farmer learned to appreciate what he had and sang the praises of his cart as a chariot, his old horse as a fine stallion, and his wife as a princess from that day on. She deserves better.
So, not a lot of insight into the ancient empire that you're seeking out, but
No.
it is showing you again that the legend of T'Chak the spider seems to have sort of permeated the lore of the land that was once, you assume, was under control of that empire.
Hmm.
So whatever lessons are being taught about T'Chak the spider, you think might be indicative or reflect some portion of the society of that old empire as well. So you can mull on that for a little bit, and we will move on.
If only we had someone here who was very adept at learning about religion, no?
I imagine that, especially since Ide's common is not that great, it's a confusing story to begin with, and he memorizes it as best he can, but he just doesn't understand. He's like, what?
All right. So you wrap up your couple of weeks in Central and reconvene with Nikolai back at Docking Bay 94, the new pier. I see Liam and Jesse both are working Relic hard. They have him working on Persephone, doing whatever, maintenance type, he's painting or swabbing the deck or whatever he's doing. They've got him working maintenance.
Perfect.
Nikolai sees you approaching and sort of scampers up the dock towards you. He is just overflowing. He's bubbling. And hello again, my friends. What exciting developments these past few days, eh? I have been in negotiations with the Academy Arcane here in Central, and with many thanks to Liam here, we've come to an arrangement. We
This is good.
have unfettered access to one of their exploration vessels and an unlimited timeline, provided we can produce some tangible results for them.
Well, I'm glad that one of us was able to make some headway this week.
I was told a very confusing story about a farmer, I think, and a chariot.
Yes, it was a bit. It felt a bit preachy, to be honest. I don't like when these stories try to get all political.
So Nikolai goes on to explain that Jesse and Liam are going to stay behind and run the salvage business, as well as sort of keep Relic on a short leash. And Nikolai is going to take the other three of you. Sir Sal has also taken a break from barking on the street corners to join you as well. So, greetings from the bright child to everyone, and pamphlet for you, and off to adventure then. And Nikolai leads on. And at no time like the present, you head off to the new pier, which is, where is new pier? New pier is number 9 on the map.
9.
Yar. And now I've lost my place. There we go. So you arrive at the new pier. It looks to be almost exclusively held by the Academy. There's the one big section that's sort of set aside for their exploration vessels.
Ooh.
And there are berths for 3 large vessels here. One of them is empty and it is marked for the SS Manticore. In dock is the Chimera, a smaller vessel, and then the largest is the Owlbear.
The Owlbear.
And he is leading you guys to the Owlbear.
Hey.
I'm imagining that it has like one of those like carved like mermaid figureheads, but the
But it's an owlbear, yeah.
the human part is an owlbear. It's just like an owlbear in like a seashell bikini.
But D&D first edition Owlbear.
In a seashell bikini, yes.
Okay.
Maybe a fishtail.
As tradition demands. That's
Yes.
Owlfish bear.
Yes.
So Nikolai sort of leads you up the gangplank, and you can see the crew on this ship is busy and look like they are ready to set sail. They're readying the ship to sail, I should say. And you see the captain of the ship sort of sees Nikolai and gives him a wave and sort of waves him over. And he introduces himself and says, I'm Captain William Kent, and this here be DSS Owlbear. Now, I understand that the Academy has put us at your discretion, Mr. Zangopoulos. He says this to Nikolai. So allow me to explain what that does and does not entail. You say when you want to leave and where you want to go. I decide when it's appropriate to leave and what route we're going to take. Your little expedition can do whatever you want when we get to where we're to, as long as it doesn't put my ship or my crew in danger. I loves this ship and I fights for her crew. I tolerates you. Is all their talk and cargo as far as I'm concerned. As long as that's clear, we'll have no issues. And this here, and he now gestures to a dwarf standing nearby in armor with a shield on his back and a big warhammer at his belt. This here is our Academy envoy and the self-declared ship's chaplain. Not quite got me drove yet, but I'll be some happy when he's finally got something to do. So he'll be your path to me.
As an aside, Phil is just going to elbow Ide and be like, hey, Monsieur Ide, you have heard of Elf on the Shelf, no? Now we have a dwarf on the wharf.
Otherwise, welcome aboard DSS Owlbear.
I'd full on just like the most you've seen him laugh, which is actually like a.
He's like trying to like stifle it to like not ruin his cool
Right,
persona.
yeah. You can't see
He's
under
like,
the
he's
mask.
like hand to his mouth, just be like,
Yeah. The mask comes in handy. You can't see, but he's definitely got a smile like underneath the mask. He's like,
So,
Good,
Mike,
Jack.
if you would care to introduce Chromac Windhammer.
Yeah.
introduce the dwarf on the wharf.
Yes.
Introducing the
Wharf.
dwarf on the wharf. Yes. So my new character is Comrec Windhammer.
Sorry.
Comrec, yeah. Comrec Windhammer. He is a dwarven cleric. He's got kind of a Thor appearance going on, Viking beard, kind of braided hair. He does as Ian described. He's got the big shield and the warhammer, big javelin that looks way too big for somebody to use, but he carries it anyways. Lots of pouches and kind of a matching attire, kind of a theme of browns and blues together, matching throughout. And I think after the introduction, he'll kind of put his hand up on the captain's shoulder and say, well, we'll have you worshiping Morven before our time is done here. Don't you worry about that. Nice to meet you guys.
I sense that there may be an impending holy war on our crew.
Yes, Sir
Yeah.
Sal.
As long as Comric doesn't start feeling sorry for himself.
Sir Sal acknowledges a fellow man of the cloth. I'm sure he will love to get into some philosophical debates with you, but he's already looking on this bigger ship. He's looking a bit green. You're not quite sure he's going to be up for much of a voyage right now. So Nikolai is also a bit confused by Comric's presence. He wasn't aware that there was going to be some sort of. He knew there was going to be some sort of oversight from the Academy. He didn't realize there was going to be someone specifically sent to watch over the expedition. And that is very plain on his face. He's like, I did not expect to see someone here, but he then paints on a big smile. He's like, well, Mr. Windhammer, was it? We're going to make this the finest expedition and return the most information, artifacts, and everything else that make the Academy make their investment back in spades. Promise you that.
That's pretty much what I'm here to guarantee, so best see you deliver.
Of course. It's like almost like treating you like royalty at this point. He's like sort of bowing and backing off, and saying, "I'll go make sure that everything, all the expedition equipment's being stored correctly." And he sort of scutters off below decks. Captain's getting the ship prepared. So yes, Comrec, you have been assigned here by the Academy to watch over, and these are obviously the fellows of the mercenaries of the expedition who are actually going to be doing the exploration work. And you have been advised to be as hands-on as possible with them. So that would be accompanying them on the missions as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that all kind of tracks with your presence here.
I'm basically there to make sure that they stay alive so they can return the relics that they find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And potentially, if the relics come back and they don't, then, oh well. At least that was the sense you got from your orders. So
That tracks.
Because I just in case I didn't mention it as well, Comrec is a cleric. I don't know if I said that or not, but
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So the ship, they finish readying the ship over the next couple of hours. Everything is brought aboard. There's the last thing that they need to do is they take on some supplies. Captain Kent sort of lets you all know that the first phase of the voyage is going to be within the Isles. There's going to be calmer waters because you're going to basically be in the sort of within the archipelago. Calmer seas here. We're going to spend this time sort of gathering fresh supplies we can, make sure the water supplies are topped up, and basically any of the perishables that we can gather on our way out is kind of the preferred route to do this. So this first phase of the voyage is going to take, the Owlbear will take 3 days within the islands before you get to the open seas.
Okay.
So during this first stage of the voyage, how are each of you going to sort of integrate with the crew or help out around the ship?
I imagine I will. I'm not really one for the talkie, but I can climb. I'm sure I can climb rigging pretty well because I can climb trees, and also would try to help with if they're fishing or anything like that. Like I try to put my skills to use.
All right.
That way.
So your preference, if you're going to help more with the gathering supplies or with the operation of the ship, you can either roll acrobatics or survival, I guess.
Actually, I'll go with acrobatics. I'm curious to. I think Ide is like wants to get the feel of like up and down the rigging and reminds him of home a little bit more, as it were. So
absolutely,
we'll go with acrobatics here.
Ooh,
That's a nat 20 for 28.
That is a critical success.
So he just
you are apparently a natural at this. As you said, it's very similar to back home, being amongst the trees, and you fall into it very easily. Similarly, Sir Sal is definitely feeling out of his element, and that green pallor just gets worse and worse. And he's spent the last 3 days below decks. And you guys are on the calm seas right now.
Oh boy.
I guess. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Slippery Phil, what have you got for?
Well, Phil is now trained in both haircuts as well as medicine and surgery. So I think that he would probably just like try to make himself useful, like offering haircuts to the crew because they're going to be out at sea a long time. But
After
also,
patching them up.
speaking of seasickness, just doing some like basic checkups and things like that.
All right. So I
Making
guess,
sure that everyone's ship shape, so to speak.
so yeah, again, you could either roll surgery or I guess medicine for those checkups.
I'll do medicine because that sounds a little bit less severe.
Yeah.
Surgery is basically the haircuts and medicine is the checkups.
Yeah, nothing. For some reason, doing any sort of like invasive surgery seems like a bad idea when you're on, a boat on potentially rocky waters.
Just to see how they're feeling. Like, you need to make sure you're feeling okay. Lie down when we
Oh.
cut you open.
And the other end of the spectrum, there is a nat one.
Ooh. Oh no.
That's not great.
7. All right.
Human anatomy.
How about
Yeah.
Conrad?
Well,
Confusing.
Like you said, where is the throat sac?
Their skins
He's just
are
like
soft.
feeling. He's like running his hand on like just like a human shipmate's arm. He's like, "Oh, you're not secreting any mucus. You must be quite sick indeed."
I think for this 3-day journey, maybe Comric is acquainting himself with his new crewmates, specifically the landing party that he will be going out and searching for things. Maybe
Mhm.
also taking stock on this ship and just seeing how equipped or how well equipped it is for such a journey in my employee's interest.
All right. So that would probably be diplomacy, or what kind of lore skills do you have?
I have warfare lore.
Warfare.
I'm a war
This is
priest.
not going to be warfare.
No.
Lorefare. Thorfare?
Boy. So definitely diplomacy for the glad handing of everyone, and then maybe I guess it'd be a survival to see how well equipped. So between diplomacy or survival, those are your choices for your check.
I will do survival because my diplomacy is currently a -1.
Nice.
Very low
Very
charisma for
understandable.
Comric. But yeah.
How loyal are you to the academy?
Ooh.
You guys are just very, very mercurial tonight. This is going to be interesting.
We are
next
screwed when we
roll-
get into a fight, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're alternately screwed. That's the.
I mean,
All
we're just getting the bad rolls, or maybe the good rolls out now. Phil's getting his bad rolls out.
Yeah.
All right. So now I need to make a check for the captain. Captain William Kent, named after one of my second cousins, Kent Williams, who is a fisherman out in PEI. So
There you go.
I figure. All right. Captain Kent is going to roll his sailing lore with a slight bonus for the 2 crits and the 1 crit fail. He rolled pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So with the buff, that is a 30 against the DC 16 sailing check. That sounds like a critical success.
Woo.
Wow.
So what he had anticipated as a 3-day supply run within the islands, you actually finish within 2.
Very nice.
I guess the wind was just at our backs.
The wind was at your backs. You guys were integrated with the crew effectively, didn't hinder them too much. So, 2 of 3 of you. So you've gathered 30 days of supplies,
Ooh.
Very nice.
including
Very nice.
a nice amount of perishables as well, which obviously will be the first leg of the next first part of the next leg. We'll take care of the perishables, but you've got enough supplies to last for 30 days. Okay, so we finished that first within the archipelago, this inner sea voyage, and you can see that you are approaching the edge of the islands, and there's this ring of sandbanks that sort of mark the edge of the open sea. And the captain sort of points ahead, and you can see that there are several channels between these sandbanks. And he's like, well, one last maneuver till we're out. And right. Oh, him boy, she's right crooked. All hands get to where you're to. The narrows are ahoy. The crew all scurries to their action stations, and you can see that you're already starting to pitch a little more in the water. You can see that in these narrows ahead, it is going to be a rough go. So is there anything you want to change up with what you are doing to help out aboard the ship? I don't think this diplomacy.
I will stay kind of up in the rigging. If I can help as a lookout.
Realize I should probably have you guys on the Narrows map.
I will help with perception, perhaps.
Okay. So yeah, you can fire your perception check. How about the other two? So you said you wanted to go up in the rigging. So I'll put you here.
I think that Phil will go up in the rigging as well, not to be a lookout, but just sort of like to make sure that everything's tied down and like, just like make sure that everything's like tied tight. Nothing's gonna like come loose in the squall. Given his nimble frog-like body.
All right.
I'm thinking acrobatics, maybe.
Yeah, that'll work.
I will mention that Bass is likely, maybe he's keeping Sir Sal company.
Okay, so he's below deck.
Emotional support.
He'd be below decks. He doesn't mind the spray and stuff a little bit, but at this point he's like, he'll be down.
All right.
My emotional support wolf.
Yep.
All right. So acrobatics check from Slippery Phil.
Okay.
Wasn't that one this time? You're improving.
Yeah, middle of the road, 17. I'll take it.
All right, and Comric?
Comrec is a fairly strong individual, so I imagine he's running around on deck, seeing where they maybe need an extra hand to hold something down or to winch something or whatever, however he can help on deck.
That sounds like athletics to me.
All right. Oh, there's my one. I'm too short, I guess.
All right, which side of the boat do you want to be on?
I'll be on the left side. Which I should really know the names of the boat sides by now, especially as the captain on the Radiant Dawn. But
so left is the port side.
I'm on the port side.
Left and port both
starboard.
have 4 letters.
4 letters, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So you guys sort of set up. You're into these waves, and with that 25 perception. You swear you hear singing, chanting, something. There are voices on the water.
Ooh, that's ominous.
And
I will relay that.
And you hear
immediately.
And as you're calling out that, you see from amongst, and it seems that they were riding the waves, and you see throwing off, it looks like the sailcloth that has been painted blue to camouflage.
Oh boy.
And they are right on top of you.
Oh.
So what you heard is here. Smash them, bash them, he, throw their bodies in the sea. And it seems to be like a rowing chant. Crush them, smash them, ho, 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 see them drown so far below.
That's the good a goblin do.
Across the streams. Multiverse is colliding.
That's a hero point for Jack.
All of these goblins are all members of Flick's extended family.
Oh, for sure.
There's cousin Sam.
I don't know if Jack heard you, but
great aunt Blister.
So So yes, Jack, you earned an extra hero point for that. So everyone should start at
Excellent.
1, and you can hold up to 3. And you
I'll
are
probably
now-
need it when I go down in one hit again.
Well, we'll see about that. So, Coily, I had you guys roll the checks I'm going to use for your initiatives here.
Ah.
Oh, well then.
So
Oily,
slip-
you had us do it. Interesting.
Mhm.
You sneaky.
Ready,
Uh-huh.
sneaky sis.
Very sneaky, sir. And sneaky, sir.
Rick is there. So you guys are. Captain Kent is he is focused on keeping the ship sailing in the right direction. The crew is all engaged with keeping the ship running. You guys were extra hands that were helping out, but everyone, the crew and the captain are not going to be able to help with the combat, but they are going to be targets, as you're going to find out in a moment. As I open up the character. Oh no, not the token settings. I want. Sometimes I can get the character sheets to pop up from the tokens, and sometimes I can't.
That might just be Roll20 having some foibles.
Roll 20. Yep.
Yep.
Roll 20 being roll 20.
That's the one.
We here at the Other Brain love to bite the hand that feeds us.
All
It's
right.
true. It's true. We love you,
I
roll
mean,
20 most of the
Then
time.
again, we're not getting paid to promote it, so it's really
It's true.
we're
can be
feeding
honest.
it. We are
It's
feeding
biting.
Roll20,
It's
not
biting the
them.
hand. It's biting the hand that's
Yeah.
feeding it. Let's put it that
That-
way.
Yeah,
And these
I
guys.
suppose that's true, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Goblin War Chanter.
The other guys are all paddling like mad, so they are all rolling athletics. Three. So this is a lot of goblins.
Yeah.
3. 'Cause you're level 2 now. So obviously,
Clearly, we can take on the war.
so as narratively appropriate, Ide spots them and calls out a warning and acts first in the initiative. You are up. We will put you, say, 20 feet up in the rigging.
That sounds about right. All right. So,
Similarly.
very first thing that I would do, I would just start going to work right away. So, let's see. Plus 20, right? So, I guess I go for that. Yeah, I'll take a shot at this guy here.
All right. Oh, yeah, because you're up in the rigging. So you've got a clear line of sight at him.
Yeah, so I'm so he's 20 feet plus, so I'm 40 feet away. So
Yeah.
I'm
So
outside of my 30.
your volley. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So first shot, nope.
That's
That's a
a miss.
9. Wow. Well, I'm gonna shoot again. There's not much else I'm gonna be doing up here at the moment. So second attack is an 18 to hit.
18.
Oh, nice. That's a -5, no less.
That does hit.
Okay. So that's 2 piercing damage then, I guess.
Yep.
I did not put my precision on him, so
Yep.
just a measly 2. I get thrown off a little bit by the
Yeah.
trees don't move that much. Typically. This is like, whoa. Okay.
Typically, yes.
And then my remaining action, is there any higher I can get?
Probably. I'll say that you are both sort of halfway up this main mast. So if you want,
I'll
to climb-
go. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll if I can go 35 feet up, I'll go 35 feet up, or as high up as I can get.
All right. Let me just double check. It's fairly easy climb here. Trained. Are you trained in athletics?
No, I'm trained in acrobatics,
Okay.
not athletics.
All right.
I'm a nimble elf.
Then you. Oh, I see. So yeah, roll me an athletics check. Let's see. This is not a super
18.
hard. Okay, yeah, you nail that. So your speed is normally that
35. So
35. Oh wow. So on a success, 5 feet per 20 feet of your land speed. Holy cow, that's really slow.
it is really slow. So I can only
On a
go
critic-
5 feet up.
So let me just double check what the.
It's so different from
Yeah.
Crazy.
Double base DCs. Here we go. Yeah, so the DC would have been 15 to climb. Well, I guess it's climbing rigging on a pitching ship. So
That's fair enough.
so DC 15, you got an 18. So you get another 5 feet up.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go up 5 feet at the very least. Yeah.
I'm willing to accept that now that I've justified this. Okay. So that was 2 attacks and a climb. You are done.
That's it. Yep.
All right. The Goblin War Chanter.
Is terrified by the elf shooting arrows at it, and they run away. They flee. No. Oh, okay.
Which
Not
chanter
quite.
is it? Southern Chanter. He changes his chant.
Ooh, Southern Chanter. Hey, y'all, we're gonna get them. We'll scramble up them sides there. Go after them. Come on out. Hurry
Oh,
up.
come, crow, come, hink, hink, hink. Will they float or will they sink? And you see that seems to
Hey, what
rally.
do we float?
That seems to rally the guys around him. And he has cast a spell as a 5-foot radius. Can you see that aura that has turned on? Probably not. Now you can see it.
Yes.
Okay. So he has cast a spell. Is anyone trained? Anyone want to try and identify that spell that he cast?
What do I have to be trained in?
Great question.
Spell identification.
Occultism or religion?
I am trained in religion.
Give it a whirl.
16.
All right.
That's me in the crow's nest.
15 plus spell level says you have identified bless. Started
Ooh,
casting bless.
I could do that one.
That's me on the boat.
So
Using my
once you
skill
turn,
religion.
this starts out as a 5-foot emanation, and basically you know that he can increase the radius if he spends actions every turn. And the other thing that he's going to do is, I guess he's going to. Is that one action? No, it's 2 actions. He's going to. Well, actually, that was his other action, was the chant. How far away are you guys? Sorry, oh, you're way far away. All right, that's fine. He's going to keep his chant going. That's his turn. Okay, Goblin Warrior. This guy spends an action to throw a grappling hook. Spends an action to scamper up his line. And then with his last action, he's going to hit a crewman. So we see he goes up and he gets a whip out, and the crewman goes down, and he is now not helping the ship. So this crewman is currently he's not killed, but he is incapacitated until he receives aid.
Oh no, we're doing a tower defense. I just realized what's happening.
It's versus zombies.
It's the tower defense mini game.
Where is?
Need more plants against the zombies.
Can I not find? I got a new set of token markers. I'm just trying to. There it is. Prone. Now mark him as prone.
Yeah.
All right, that's that guy. Next warrior is on the other boat. He will throw his grappling hook. Oh, he gets up to here.
So many goblins.
And he's going to, so that's action to throw the grappling hook, action to scamper up his line. He is also going to try and take out a crewman because they haven't really noticed that there's anything going on other than there's the one guy shooting arrows from the top. They look
They
more
don't
concentrated.
hear the chanting.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's pretty loud.
So,
I mean, the ocean, I mean.
yeah, no, the crewmen know there's something going on, but the goblins haven't quite pieced together who is on this ship other than crew. So he's taking out another crewman. It is now Slippery Phil's turn.
Oh, I thought you meant that the crew didn't realize that there's goblins boarding them. That makes more sense.
They're quickly becoming aware that there's a goblin problem.
Yes. How high up in the ring am I, did you say?
I put you at halfway up, so 20 feet up.
Okay, and I have a movement speed
Oh,
of
shoot, there is one more thing.
25 feet, right?
There's something very important that may influence what you do on your turn. So those marked numbers, and there should be one underneath it as well. Those are ropes attached to the central mast that you're on. And basically,
Okay.
there's a special action you can do in this encounter. Basically, you take 3 actions, make an athletics check, and you can swing from either 2 to 2 or 1 to 1 along the rope.
Fancy.
And depending on the result of your athletics check, you may also be able to make an attack to one creature adjacent to your path.
Ooh. We'd be pirates.
Yes, so there's a little swashbuckling going on here. So yes, you if you want to, you could grab onto a rope and swing from number 2 to number 2, for example.
Well, I mean,
Only we had a swashbuckler.
I am a swashbuckler. It would be remiss for me to not try out this fun new mechanic that Ian implemented. Hopefully, I don't completely beef it on my first try.
Buckle that swash, man. Hey, you got an extra hero point, don't forget.
Yes.
That's true, yeah.
That is true.
So athletics check.
Okie doke.
It's not a super high DC. Okay, you have critically succeeded.
Hell yeah.
So you can make a single strike to any creature adjacent to the path that you take. And when you arrive at your destination, you may also stride.
Oh, yeah.
So who would be adjacent to me with
So
this guy here?
Yeah. But basically what you're doing, you're going to basically swing from there to there.
I see. Okay.
You dread pirate.
Here's my
Robinson.
question. If I use my strike to make a grapple attempt with my combat grapnel against this goblin and then move there,
Cool.
would I bring him with me?
Asking the real questions.
I will probably get to resist that. I think you're normally you'd be able to do what? Shift me? Or what does the grapnel normally let you do?
Let's be grapple.
Oh, you grapple.
Yeah. So
I
if I lassoed him as I was swinging down, would he be dragged along by rope, or would that make grappling in this situation not feasible?
I would let you drag him a portion of the way, but I don't think he gets drug along with you.
Okay, because I could also, I guess I can't really make a trip attempt with the grapnel. Never mind. Okay, so I'll attempt that then. So that means another athletics check for me, right?
Yep.
In place of a regular strike.
Yes, if you want to try and grapple this guy, and that's against his.
Okay, 15.
Okay, grapple goes against my fortitude DC. You hit it exactly. All right,
All right.
so Slippery Phil swings down, ends up over here. I will get.
And based on the fact that I am now a gymnast as my swashbuckler style, the fact they made a successful grapple also gives me panache.
Beautiful. I should, oh gosh, there was something else I should have pointed out, is that the ship is in wavy seas. This is the slippery deck is all considered uneven ground. So in order to move, you're going to have to be making balance checks to keep your feet.
Slippery Phil.
Yeah. So just to fill you in on all that. So this is going to be an acrobatics check. Again, not a super high DC, but in order to move, you need to make an acrobatics check. If you succeed, then you treat it as difficult terrain. If you critically succeed, you just move normally. If you fail, then you can't move. If you critically fail, you fall.
Okay.
Similarly, if you are hit and take damage while on this terrain, you also have to make a balance check or get knocked down.
Now,
Alrighty.
feel free to say no, because this might be me panhandling, but I believe that my heritage gives me a circumstance bonus against being tripped. I don't know if that would be applicable to being tripped by a boat.
That won't come into play here, but stay tuned.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Understood.
So when you grab the goblin and drag him towards the bow of the ship, you notice that he does not move as far as you had anticipated. He gets dragged to here. He doesn't fall down the hatch, but you see all the goblins are wearing these. They're basically wearing like almost like the mountain climber shoes. They've got spiked Crocs on, and it sort of digs into the deck and stops him from sliding.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to think that like the rope just kind of like sent him tumbling a little bit, and then
So he sort of spins around and then he regains his feet, and you see he sticks the landing just a little bit too easily. All right, so you can still move if you want to. Because you critted the swing, you get a free stride at the end of this. But if you want to move, then you have to make an acrobatics.
Well, it'd be a shame to let that critical success go to waste. I just don't know where I want to move to. I think for now, tentatively, I think. Well, we got to protect the crew, right? Because if they go down, okay, yeah.
With the ship, with the crew.
Phil will hop down to this level so that he's within grapnel distance of both of these goblins coming in, so he can kind of he'll be swinging his grappling hook around, trying to kind of swat them away as they harass the crew members.
All right. So acrobatics check to see, make sure that you can keep your feet on this.
Alrighty.
Yeah, piece of cake. So you can move half speed, which you have more than enough movement to get where you want. All right.
Très bon.
Beautiful. All right. It is the other war chanter.
Beautiful.
Oh boy. So this will be fun. So he does similar to the first one. He is going to also cast Bless for his boat. And Comrec, you hear him fire up his chant again. Binkum, sinkum, hey, 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 to the bottom of the bay. I need you, Comrec, to make me a will. No, wait. I do a performance check against your. What is your will DC?
It is that the E number?
So whatever your bonus is, plus 10. Whatever you. So yeah, E. So whatever the number is after the E,
Is a 10.
plus 10.
So 20.
So 20.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Dang.
One of my feats, I think, gave me the expert in will.
Well, this isn't going to work against you. Here we go. Yeah, no, I critically fail.
Hey, I'm not
So
useless.
that means you should know that you are immune to Goblin Song. So none of these chants are going to work on you
Mm.
for the next hour.
What happens if that? What happened if you failed? If you just defect to the other side?
Yeah, that's right.
No, you.
Oh, well, I'm fighting with them now, guys.
So these Goblin chants are really starting to get under everyone's skin, and you feel a little distracted and unsettled by them. And if they start targeting you, if they start singing at you, then bad things could happen.
Mm.
But you're now immune for an hour, so you don't care.
Hey.
All right. I have some more boarding parties. Here we go. So this guy's going to grapple. He's going to move. He's going to end up here.
Did they learn how to do that at boarding school?
Who am I going to attack? 2 crewmen, and I've got a slippery fill. You know what? I'm just gonna... On a 1, this is going against slippery. Oh, it's a 1. All right, slippery fill. I'm getting attacked.
Uh-oh.
So he's got his whip out, and he is going to whip at you. Oh,
Pick good. Oh no.
Well, here I go.
Oh no. It
Here I go dying
begins.
again.
so hang on. This was a. Oh shoot, that was a trip attempt, is what I meant. to
Here
do.
we go again on your own.
So I think my.
Down to the bottom.
Oh shoot, that should have been an acrobatics check to try and
Under the
trip you against.
boat.
So what is your reflex DC?
So waste of a crit.
Yes.
Reflex DC. It is. I know that you just explained this to Mike, but
So whatever your
So-
reflex number is, add 10 to that. So if you're T something or E something, what's that number? Add 10 to that.
so 20.
Awesome.
I'm a very slippery Phil.
I'm targeting the right
Very
people.
Slippery Phil. There you go.
I have also critically failed. Ooh, that means bad things for me.
Mhm. Also, I get a +2 circumstance bonus against being tricked.
Oh. Yeah, so I
So I
super,
guess that would make that a 22.
so he not only fails to trip you, he ends up losing his footing and tripping himself
Oh.
because he
He like cracks the whip, and then Phil like sticks out his leg and like wraps around it, then pulls him forward.
It's like you're trying to trip me.
Oh, it seems as though the whip is on the other foot now.
All right, last one from this ship. I have to grapple really far. Gotta go over Shma.
Like challenging
guess-
the Hulk to an arm wrestling contest. Like,
He's
pick your
going
battles
to-
wisely.
He also doesn't critically fail against a crewman, but he definitely fails to trip one. This guy, where's he gonna go? He'll end up here, and he'll try and trip a crewman.
Sure.
I want these crew incapacitated. There we go. Crewman goes down. So if you spend an action, you can help an adjacent crewman back up. But until that action is spent, these guys are considered not contributing to the piloting of the ship.
Hmm.
And now we're at initiative count 8, and Chromic Windhammer is finally up.
Alrighty. Is the goblin right here on the deck?
Yes, yeah, he is sort of. Yeah, that hatch is currently closed because you're in stormy waters. But
Okay,
I don't have an image of a closed hatch.
that's fair. All right.
Sorry.
Well,
That's okay. You can kind of tell that I blotted out the siege weapons that are normally on this.
Yeah.
okay, so I can stride and I can move through friendly players
Yes.
without.
So again, the slippery deck means that in order to move, you're going to have to make an acrobatics check.
Oh. I'm not bad at those.
All right.
I am
And it's not a
trained.
super high DC, but if you biff it, then you may end up on your butt. So
If it good.
Well, then in that case, am I able to just because Liam didn't have spells, am I able to cast a spell and attack? I am, right? Because it's
it's just a
that's
number of
action
actions.
comedy. Yeah, that's right. All right. In that case,
Take
then
that 5e.
Comrec is going to lift up his shield and then kind of bop it down a little bit, and he is going to cast Bless.
Nice.
So that is a 5-foot radius. I'll just throw that in there for the chat.
Give you a 5-foot circle.
And then I think he'll kind of call out to the crew. Gather near, I'll help us all out. And then he is going to strike at the goblin in front of him with his warhammer.
Beautiful.
So is this is just the first attack? Or would this
Yes.
be rolled as a second?
Bless does not have an attack component to it.
No.
So
Okay, all right. Ooh, 21 to hit.
21's definitely going to hit.
Plus one status bonus to your attack roll. So 22.
22.
Yep,
Because you are blessed.
that's right.
You super kill that guy. That's one deck up.
Yeah, you do. Not just kill him, you super kill him.
Super kill
Yeah,
him.
You
he just
like
crunches.
bring the hammer
Super
down,
dead.
and then we just cut to the ship as we just see below the waves, like the goblin burst out the bottom of the deck and just rocket down.
Oh
I'd
no, I've
actually
created a
pound
Just
hole.
like drive him through the ship.
Yeah.
You definitely pound him through that closed hatch. And it doesn't open in the process. He just sort of, he's done. That was 2 actions for bless, 1 action to strike. Good
And
turn on.
That's my turn.
All right, last border. I guess that means he's going to come up in this this little empty spot here. So that's 1 action to grapple, 1 action to climb, and he's going to. Are you going to bother? Yeah, he's going to try and trip you as well. So this is against your Comric's reflex DC.
Oh, I have a +2 against trips because I'm a rock dwarf.
Nice.
So this is he needs to beat a 22. 21, sorry, 21.
Still, yeah.
Sorry, reflex.
Yes.
Reflex. So 15 to 17 actually. He has to beat a 17.
So
So does
that
that
tripped you.
then you trip me. Okay, yeah.
Awesome. Omric is now prone, which is
Okay.
kind of funny. What's going to happen next?
Uh-oh.
Because there wasn't enough going on in this combat, I figured. So I need everyone. You see a huge wave roll in towards the ship.
Oh,
And
geez.
everyone can give me a reflex save.
Okay.
All right.
I'd say
Oh.
27.
Oof.
That's a 7.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
no.
all right. So
But with a +2 circumstance bonus.
this is kind of funny.
Is it? For
So
who?
with-
Ian? For who?
So the 27, you have critically succeeded, which is really good for you up in the rigging.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
you are unaffected by this big wave that washes over.
I feel
your
like
head.
I'd like sees the wave coming and just like loops his leg like
Mm.
into the rigging and just like holds himself tighter.
Critically, okay, failing. Oh, well, both of you critically failed. Oh wait,
Mm.
no, Palmeric, you are a rock dwarf. You said, and you get
Yeah.
a +2 versus
I-
forced move from reflex saves to be tripped.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I get a +2 circumstance bonus against trips, and then force move is halved.
All right, so you're already prone.
Yeah. So you can make of that what you'd like. I'm not on my feet, which would
So-
probably give me my stability.
So, prone creatures increase their success by 1 grade
Oh.
against this particular save.
Hey, getting knocked
So-
down was helpful.
So you have succeeded, which means you only get pushed 10 feet towards the stern. However, you have that, so you only get pushed 5 feet towards the stern.
Okay. So
Uh,
Wave actually kips you up back on your feet.
That's
So-
right. Yeah. Whoop.
so I
I'm
would
gonna
be
just-
okay. I was gonna say I'll be running into him. So okay.
It's going to wash all the crewmen back 1. And then I need to roll for the goblins too. Slippery Phil, you have critically failed.
Yep, just like a banana peel. He just whoop.
He's slippery.
Oh, yeah. The difference between the success and the fail is important because slippery Phil. So you get pushed 10 feet.
I just imagine that while he's taunting that goblin he tripped, he's just like slowly sliding across the deck without realizing it. He's like, wait, why am I? Whoa!
Why am I moving?
And I'm giving you another little marker there. You are also clumsy 1
Oh
Oh,
boy.
Wow.
until the end of your next turn.
What does that mean?
So on your character sheet, you should be able to turn on the clumsy condition.
your movements become clumsy and inexact.
This character is becoming a little bit too true to life, you guys. What does that penalize me on exactly?
Your dexterity,
anything-
essentially.
Yeah, anything dex related. So AC, attacks, reflex saves.
Okay, but by 1, so it's not.
Yeah,
the
so
worst.
clumsy 1. So yeah, it's not huge, but it is something. All right, I have 5 goblins remaining, so I'll just sort of go. And I just make reflex save. Where is that there? Oh, hang on. Clogs give them a bonus. There it is. Got it. Okay. Reflex save. So I need to hit
Spiked cross.
fail, critically succeeds, critically fails. Holy crap.
Haha.
All right, so
You're right.
Big-
That is funny, Ian.
so failed is oh right. They also the clogs reduce their forced movement. So they also get pushed.
to do nothing.
So he is on.
Phil's definitely gonna nick a pair of those after this fight.
Yeah, they probably fit you.
I am
Ooh.
goblin sized.
This guy.
I'm basically just a slimier goblin.
Fail critically.
Goblin.
This guy. Critically fail is this guy. Oops. Clumsy and prone. And then this guy's already prone, so his fail becomes a success. So he only gets pushed 5 feet. Oof. All right. And the ones in the canoes seem to ride out the wave, and they are unaffected. And the last thing I will put on here is
There's a gold thing in the water.
it's a gold thing in the water. It says next big wave. It is a countdown timer in 4
Oh,
rounds.
boy.
Another wave.
Yep.
All right. Ide is up, and you're still up. And
I am up.
what a mess below you.
Yeah. So I see the goblins slipping all over the place. I see the dwarf just smash a goblin to bits. They seem to be kind of holding their own for the most part. I'm gonna eye these chanters. I'm thinking I gotta take these guys out, cut the head off the snake, as it were.
Hmm.
So I will I'll go for the guy at the south here. And I will put my precision on him.
All right.
So that's my first action. So I'll add my precision damage to him if I hit here.
Purple dots.
That's
Ooh.
a 27.
You have critically hit him.
So do I add an extra D10 then? Am I deadly?
Yes.
Amazing. Because I have the deadly on there. So that's 10 crit damage is 10 piercing, additional 1 precision, and additional 3 from my D10.
All right. That 1 precision also gets doubled. So it's 10 plus 2 is 12 plus how much? 3 on
3. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, wow.
He's hurt. He's very hurt.
Oh yeah. Well then I'm gonna follow that up with a second attack then. I might as well.
You're on a hot streak.
15 to hit though.
15 does not hit.
Oh.
Okay.
It twangs into the boat next to him, and he sort of looks up at you and snarls.
Okay.
Oh, and it's his turn.
So close, man.
Well, he does a little dance, pulls out some goop from his pouches that are hanging around his waist and smears them all over the wound. And I'm going to roll.
It sounds super hygienic.
And you see
Is this like Gwyneth Paltrow brand goop? Like, is this what are we talking about here?
he's rubbing dirt in his wounds, and he
So yes.
he regains some hit points.
It's okay. Dirt is like medicine to goblins.
That's right, yeah.
It has all the vitamins and minerals that they need.
Yeah.
And he's going to sustain his bless and make
Oh,
it
they
bigger.
get their iron.
And that is his turn. Oh God! Next, this
So
guy
close,
is
man.
prone, so he's going to. Oh, he's clumsy and prone, so he needs to make an acrobatics check to stand up. This will be against
In other words, he's just old.
He good. He is no longer prone. Oh boy. Oh, you're way up. Who's the closest combat? Slippery Phil's there. Stood up. I'm going to have to acrobatics again to get close enough to attack Slippery Phil, I think. Okay, I'm good. I can move.
You could also
What?
just not do this. We could just talk about this.
I mean-
True, yeah.
Just talk it out.
And he
Options.
is no longer using the non-lethal damage from his whip. He's going to, oh, I don't want to stand there. I'm going to stand. Okay, he's going to be underneath. And I'm going to move Ide because you are up high.
I'm in your way.
He's going to be directly underneath you, but, and he, oh, I guess he still had his whip out though. I gotta use it. But he's going to attack you with it rather than trying to trip you since you're already down. And so you're flat-footed. So this is against your AC -2. 21?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Doesn't crit, but it hits for 2 slashing damage as he flogs your prone form. I guess it'd be your AC -3 because you're also clumsy.
Mm.
Yes, -3.
But his attack would have been only a 20 because he's also clumsy. It's a whole mess of clumsiness.
The most uncoordinated fight ever.
Yeah, no, and he just like drunkenly reels towards you and whacks at you for 2 whole hit points. That is the end of his turn. He is no longer clumsy. And now it's your turn.
How many actions does it take for me to stand up from prone?
Just 1.
Okay, so first action, Phil is gonna just like kick back up on his feet.
All right,
Nice.
so that'll take
Really
an
tripping over my words
acrobatics.
today.
Acrobatics.
She'll be at a -1 because I'm clumsy.
Correct.
Fantastic. I almost clicked on athletics. That would have been incorrect.
Ooh, acrobatics.
11.
An 11. It's DC 10, so you're good. You're good.
I was thinking that maybe classic Phil was back, and I was just going to be just Groucho Marxing my way all over this battlefield for the rest of the time.
All right, so you've got a prone goblin here. You've got a standing goblin here.
How does prone interact with ranged attacks?
Good question. Prone. Blah, 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 blah.
+4 circumstance bonus to AC against ranged attacks. Oh, sorry. That's for taking cover. My bad.
Take cover while prone. Blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Because I would like to take a step back to take full advantage of my new dwarf friend's bless aura.
Mm.
So as far as you have seen, these guys don't have any reactions that would interfere with that. So if you want to,
What's the verdict?
sorry, what, is your grapple, is it a ranged attack?
It has the thrown property.
Okay, yeah, sorry, yeah. So prone. Yeah, so he's just flat-footed then. So yeah, you can hit him normally because he hasn't taken extra actions to actually hide while prone. He's just more vulnerable.
Okay. So I'll take a 5-foot step back just so I get myself into that aura.
All right, so that'll
And
take
then-
another acrobatics check because you're now moving.
Right. I keep forgetting.
Hey.
You're good. You're good. Move at half
Okay,
speed.
and so the +1 from the bless ought to negate the -1 from the attack roll.
Perfect.
I also have a feat now that allows me to apply my finisher to thrown weapon attacks as long as they have the finesse or agile property.
Nice.
And the combat grapnel is a finesse weapon. So, quid pro quo. I'm declaring that I will use my finisher on this attack.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Although I don't necessarily remember what that will entail.
No, you should have two.
Oh yes, I saw the macro you made for me. Very nice.
So use the one with the FC, which is for. I don't remember what it stands for, but or CF.
Yes, so I'll be doing that.
Beautiful. This is against my AC. So
Does toggling clumsy automatically?
it should adjust everything for you.
Okay, so in that case, that'll actually be an 18 hit.
There's an 18 against his prone or his flat-footed AC, which is a hit.
All right, so that's gonna be
Look
a
at that.
big old 17 damage.
Uh-huh.
Does the 2 precision damage add on to that, or is that only on a miss?
That's on a miss. So
Okay, so 17 damage.
yes, it's the plus 2d6 is on the hit, and then on the miss you get half of 2d6.
Right.
So 17. That crit looked really pretty, but that 17
Yeah,
still
that was pretty crunchy.
that 17 is more than enough to kill a goblin.
Nice.
You sort of
Oh, nice.
basically the grappling hook just hooks into him, just tears him apart.
Oh,
I was gonna go with a much less violent option. I was gonna go more slapstick, where like he's like slowly standing up from being prone, and then he just gets like smacked in the face by the grappling hook and just stumbles back and falls overboard.
Also good.
Yeah, Torque is the rip and tear character. Phil, I'm really starting to lean into the fact that he is just a walking slapstick.
Awesome. All right, so you stood up, you moved back, you attacked, you are done. The Goblin War Chanter over here.
And I'm no longer clumsy, right?
You
That's
are no
right.
longer clumsy. So yeah, you can remove that.
nicely done.
Yep.
So
Good work, Phil.
Let's say the new
Spend an
slippery
action
Phil.
to-
Love it.
sustain. And then
I think I had finally got in my groove back.
think this guy's gonna have to
Stella?
board. Oh no, I can get guys in my aura now. Haha. I'll move to the front of my boat, and then I can actually do something. Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Unfortunately, I don't have a lot. Oh, that makes sense. I guess I can take it. Oh, you know what? I got a clear shot at the one guy who's up in the rigging. He's gonna plug you with his short bow. Nope, it's gonna shoot at you, but he's not gonna shoot you.
Born distinction.
This guy is prone. He's going to. Oh wait, no, he's not prone. That's the guy who critic. It's the crewman he's standing on that's prone. Haha. Boy. I'm going to have to make an acrobatics check to get into the fun. All right. So I can move half speed. Says I can go 1, 2. I'm again under-eyed. I'm now within reach of my whip for slippery Phil. Apparently, you're the only one I'm going to attack tonight.
Lucky me.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hang on. Oh, yeah, you're 15 feet away on the 2 diagonals. I'll get to you soon enough. Don't you worry, Prony. All right. Goblin Warrior, whip attack on Slippery Phil. 23 will probably hit.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately that will.
4 slashing damage. All right. Oh, hey, I can attack again because why not?
I mean, I can think of several reasons why not.
Yeah,
Oh, never
exactly.
mind.
Yeah,
14. I'm good. I am alive and well, untripped.
All righty. Next Goblin Warrior. This is a clumsy one. Is going to critically, even with the clumsy one, that is still a critical success, which means I can get right up in your business, Mr. Comrick. And I will then whip you twice. Pacha, pacha. Nothing and nothing, I'm assuming. wait,
Actually,
is that
the
17?
17 does hit.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm clumsy. That's a 16.
That's my AC is 16. So that still hits,
And
right?
Yep.
Okay, so I take 4 damage.
4 damage, and I'm no longer
Beats it,
clumsy.
beats it.
And that is my turn. Comrick.
All right. Well,
Smash another one.
I would say a target just came closer to me, so I suppose instead of moving, I will actually just spend a what is it called? I will spend an action to emanate my bless by another 5 feet.
Right. So yeah, that's a sustain action to make that bigger.
Ah,
You're still prone, I should point out.
oh yes, I will stand up first.
Okay, so I will take an acrobatics.
Okay, acrobatics. Dang it.
Ew. You fail to stand up.
Blast.
Well,
But you're
like blast.
yeah, you're still contributing. You're still being a team player. You're just doing it from a prone position.
is it possible from a prone
Blast and
position
blast.
to raise my shield?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I
Yeah.
will spend my final action. I will still increase my bless, and then my final action will be to raise
So you're
shield.
literally turtling. That's
Yep.
that's beautiful.
Yep, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Oh, this clumsy bastard. Yeah, he's gonna. Well, shit.
He's a goblin. That might actually be his name.
Yeah, true. Anything else I can do with these guys? Oh, I should have used that.
Should you have though?
Anywho, he's going to flog the prone guy with the shield up. I'm gonna go 1 whip attack. That's not gonna hit.
Nope.
2nd whip attack. That's not gonna hit.
Nope.
And then
What's the
I'm
shields
going to-
for?
You know what? I'm gonna do a 3rd attack on this crewman next to me and try and trip him.
You don't have to.
Not the war chanter. I need
They're
the
trying to take
warrior.
over the ship. Of course they have to.
And that's not going to be enough because that's minus 10 on that. So yeah, that's not. Ooh. That was a bad choice. Because now he's prone. He's no longer clumsy though at the end of his turn, but he found the sturdiest crewman to try and trip and knocks himself over instead. All right. Ide is up.
Okay. Well, the chanter that I almost took out.
Also, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Since I have my
Probably I'll be
precision
a bit
on
more
him,
prepared for the next one.
I have my precision on this guy already, so
Yep.
I'm obviously going to take advantage of that. Oh,
15's
not
not going to hit.
hit.
Oh, man.
Okay. Attack number 2.
Oh,
Oh my word.
That's worse.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Dang. I don't know if there's anything else I can do. No point attacking again. I'm just gonna stay put, I guess. I can't offer aid or anything either.
Climb up another 5 feet. I don't
Can
know.
I? Yeah.
Or climb down 5 feet.
I think maybe I would actually I'd climb down, thinking about those waves, and be like, I probably don't want to be like at the very, very, very top.
Yeah, because then I have to start
Very, very top,
measuring.
so
It's 25 feet away from where you are. Almost puts you off the back of the boat. So,
I'll come down another 5 feet. Yeah.
all right.
Do I need
All right.
to make a climb check and athletics for that to go down as well?
Oh, yes, you would.
18.
Yeah, you're good.
Exact same thing I got last time. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, this guy is going to sustain his blesses now. Big and move to the front of his boat. Then I guess he's going to try and shoot at you with his short bow, because why not?
And me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Think 22 going to hit.
Oh,
22 is going to hit.
So that's 5 damage.
All right. I see how it is. Why didn't my thing update though? That's weird.
All right, that's the
told me
war
to.
chanter.
Didn't update.
Was it? I see it updated.
Roll 20.
Yeah.
Now I
All
see
right.
it.
You know what? This seems like a good time to sort of, while we're recalculating, let's just pause here for our break because we are approaching 10 o'clock.
sounds good.
Okay.
It's been a. All right, so we'll see you in 5 or 10 or something.
Hey, Elderbrain Collective. If you've been enjoying our live stream D&D campaign and want to support us, there are many ways you can do just that, and we would be super grateful. Seriously, it'd be awesome. First, of course, make sure you're following us on Twitch. Once we get our 50 followers goal, we can make our stream even better with subscriber perks. Then, be sure to follow our Twitter account. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post stream VODs as well as additional content coming soon. Of course, you can listen to audio transcripts of our stream on Podbean if that's your preference. Of course, you'll miss out on our handsome faces, but you get our incredible voices, so it's pretty good. You want to hang out with the collective and chat D&D and, well, everything else? Head over to our Discord server. It's open to anyone who wants to join. Finally, we've just launched our Patreon page, which is the optimum and best way to support us. That's redundant, optimum is best. Each tier gets you additional perks, including exclusive Discord emotes, monthly digital content, behind-the-scenes info and creature stats, and, for the truly faithful, you can even gain power over the PCs in-game, live on stream, and have an impact on what happens next. I think that's pretty awesome. We'd love your support. You can find the links to all of our sites on our Linktree. Check out linktr.ee/elderbrain, Linktree/elderbrain. We hope to see you joining us soon as a member of the collective. Happy gaming, everyone.
Whispers in the window are angry waves. Way ho, the sea of souls. Down to the mists as the ocean slaves. Way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey oh, it's the sea of souls. Oh, way, oh, the sea of souls. Way, oh, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey, oh, it's the sea of souls. Hey, oh, it's the sea of souls. Sea of souls.
Greetings, wary travelers. My name is Mike, and I will be playing the role of Dinar Neurixius, Dragonborn wizard on the Sea of Souls. Allow me to get into character and we can learn a little bit more about this pale golden dragon. Being chosen is supposed to be a good thing. Chosen by the gods to serve a purpose. However, it can mean facing a life alone. I was born in our homeland, Drakor, in the east. And though these scales are supposed to be a blessing, I was reviled by so many. I could see their jealousy, could feel their stares. My own people shunned me, and so I left. I still drew stares when I arrived in Stormhaven. It's hard to miss these scales. But the dwarves were far more accepting of me. I learned I could put my magic to good use out on the seas, so I served aboard a ship, adding my arcana to their arsenal. Maybe one day I'll return home. Maybe they will welcome me as Verithan's champion. Or at least, as kin. For now, though, life among the Gungrim is good. I am used to standing out here, used to towering over this good folk. But what they lack in size, they make up for in heart.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I play the Goblin Flick Dogslicer, an Eldritch Knight fighter. Once upon a time, there was a goblin named Flick. That's me. He was a good egg, but as a recently emancipated man, he didn't necessarily have the finest grasp on the rules of free society, and often ended up on the wrong side of the law. So anyway, I'm in this back alley, minding my own business, rooting through the trash, when this old guy in a blue dress and a big floppy hat with stars and crap all over it comes out of nowhere screaming, "Oh my god, it's a goblin," and starts shooting fire out of his hands at me. So I shanked him. I didn't mean to kill him per se, but, heat of the moment and all that. Now, even I knew how this would play out with the guard, so I'm looking for a quick escape. But this old guy didn't even have the courtesy of carrying a coin purse, just this big stupid book. So, yoink, and I beat feet to the pier and sign aboard the first ship that's looking for crew. Long story short, with enough time and patience, even a bozo like me can figure out a little magic from that big old book. I joined a good crew and enjoy my life as a seafaring mercenary, trying to keep ahead of the law and maybe make a coin or two for myself. The end. By Flick.
Greetings, tale seekers and story watchers. I am Devon, medieval enthusiast and D&D veteran since my 11th birthday when I received the 3rd edition starter set. Led to a bit of a collection. I will be playing the part of Tayland Wavesinger, human bard and mariner, master of the weaponized sea shanty. Oh, it'd be alright if the wind was at our sails. Tayland is a man slowly being consumed by his own faults. He drinks far too much, and has quite a ruthless disposition against those he dislikes. But he still tries to do what's right when he can. As for his goals, well, I'll let him tell you. Oh, me name is Tayland Wavesinger, and I quickly tell to you of a man that I am a-hunting across the ocean blue, with power over the sea and sky. Believe me when I say that when I finally find the bastard, it'll be his last day.
In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Alf, the sacred river, ran. through caverns measureless to man. Down to a sunless sea.
Torque is a Tortle barbarian, presumed to be the sole survivor of the Loggerhead tribe. Even by Tortle standards, Torque is a taciturn individual, never deigning to use 5 words where 2 will suffice, and as such has been less than forthcoming in sharing his personal history with his compatriots. What is known of Torque is that he was discovered on a remote island by a passing merchant vessel, having apparently been marooned there for some years in the wake of a shipwreck which destroyed the rest of his tribe. It is for this reason that Torque holds a special reverence for Desfuna, goddess of the ocean, whom he believes spared his life in the ocean storm that decimated his kin. Having spent the better part of a decade in near total isolation, Torque is unfamiliar with the ways of the modern world, and his social skills are somewhat lacking. It is perhaps for this reason that he has chosen to align himself with allies who are blessed in the gift of gab, as he continues on his pilgrimage, the destination of which is unknown even to himself. Hi everyone, my name is Jack, and I am not a professional voice actor or performer by any means. However, I do have a serious passion for tabletop RPGs, and I hope that you enjoy this upcoming game as much as we're going to enjoy playing it.
And we're back, and everyone is totally alive and not choking on raisins.
Not at all. Not at all. No.
A very specific thing to say.
Very.
All right, we are going to pick it up right where we left off. The Goblin Warrior. Which Goblin Warrior? That Goblin Warrior. This guy right here. He's right next to Slippery Phil.
I wonder who he's going to
Don't let that give you any ideas.
attack.
Oh, you know what? He is going to move Shma for some flanking action.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that.
And I just remembered that they're wearing their spiked clogs, and they don't need to make the acrobatics checks to move on the slippery deck. They just have a reduced speed.
Unrespectable.
Now, with flanking, so this is against your flat-footed AC. So there's a whip and a whip. Well, the 6 is not going to hit, but the 23 probably does.
The 23 absolutely does.
All right, another 4 slashing damage. As they're slowly whittling away at you guys. And now it is Slippery Phil's turn to return the favor.
Okay. Let me see. What can I do here that's helpful? Well, I probably don't want to be flanked anymore. Does moving and tumbling through, that's 2 actions?
Tumble through includes movement, if I recall correctly.
Okay. So if I did a
Tumble
little
through.
zigzag like so while remaining in the bless aura, is that acceptable?
Yeah. So first make your acrobatics check to see how much speed you've got this turn, because that may That
Right.
way-
I feel like I'm tempting fate with all these acrobatics checks.
Hmm. All right. So you can move at half speed.
Okay. So 10 feet effectively. Can I do one of these?
You could do. Basically, yeah, you could hokey pokey through his
Is my
square. or-
is my path not showing up on the map?
I can see one square of movement. Basically, you want to go like
Oh, my internet's frozen.
ah.
Oh, yep.
Oh, you just dropped it a roll 20.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Zoom panels are about to go crazy.
No.
Stay tuned.
Did I throw up the technical difficulty slide?
Maybe.
Well, we don't have picture from Jack anymore. That's
Oh. Oh, now he's back.
So
There
my
we go.
internet cut out for a second there, but I was really confused because for a
Oh, yeah,
second I
Jack-
just
Jack's
asked
the
like
game
if I
master.
could.
Oh, there we go.
I was like, is it cool if I move this way? And then like everyone's video feeds froze.
Oh no, we lost him again.
oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is poop.
Right before we went live, he said his internet was struggling.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He lasted.
Now he's back in roll 20.
Yeah, it lasted two good hours before it really crapped out on him.
Mm-hmm. So
And
I'll
now he's
leave that up.
Oh, now he's back again. Oh.
Right, doubles of them, but now we're.
Wait, there's two of me now?
You're good now. There were two of you there for a moment.
Okay. So to
And,
answer my
and you were
initial
the
question-
game master for the second.
Perfect.
So,
Yes.
so to answer my initial question, I can tumble through this way.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll make another acrobatics check to see if I get panache from that.
Yes.
I believe it's pronounced Panache.
This is against-
Panache. 23, much better.
Nice.
And your tumble through is against his reflex
Nachi.
DC. So you have succeeded.
Get some of that Panache.
I don't know if it went through because I froze again immediately after this, but the first time I froze, everyone had like these really wide-eyed expressions when the video feed cut out. So I thought that I just somehow made like a social faux pas. And you were all just staring at me in stunned silence.
Like, what? What did you say?
All right, so now that I have panache, I am totally gonna slap the snot out of this guy with a
Oof.
finisher.
He's a goblin, so he's probably got a lot of it.
Am I right to make the attack roll?
Yeah, go for it. Ooh, boy, yeah, 22.
22.
15 points of damage is more than enough to kill a goblin.
He just does like this little flourish, and then at the end, he just like brings it out and it just bonks him on the head, and then he just keels over.
Beautiful. All right, so that was action to tumble through, action to strike. Got one more, and you've got
Yeah.
reach.
So I'll make a grapple attempt against this one at a -5. Maybe I'll get lucky.
All right.
Actually, consider I'm getting hit so much. Phil is going to use his last action to ready his dueling cape. Just gather
Very
up a handful of it in his free hand and get ready to use it on his turns
All right.
moving forward.
Okay, then that is your turn. The war chanter down there. First thing he's going to do is sustain his bless. Dueling blesses. You know what? I'm going to change your blesses.
Oh,
Yours is now green. Theirs are yellow.
shouldn't theirs be green to the goblins? No, anyway, that's fine.
So he is now catching a lot of people in his bless. Boy, oh boy. I guess he's going to scamper up one of the grappling lines and get onto the ship. And then, oh no, you know what? What am I doing? I should use magic. Yeah, he's gonna.
No.
So, one of the
You don't need to do that.
there's a loose piece of there's like one of those belaying pins or something that suddenly rattles in its holder and flings towards Comric as I shoot a telekinetic projectile at you.
Ooh. That sounds fun.
All right, so you're prone, but your shield is up.
Which brings me to 18.
18, I've hit you.
Yep.
Plus, I'm blessed, so that's a 19.
Ah, then it definitely hits. Yep.
So 10 points of damage. That was a good damage. As this belaying pin just cracks you right between the eyes.
Belay that.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from a belaying pin.
Okay.
And my turn is done. Goblin warrior. What am I gonna do?
Is going to become a goblin warrior.
I mean, you're still on the ground. I kind of need to capitalize on that while I can. So I'm going to move to here. Then I will attack you twice. So this is... So basically your prone and shield offset each other for AC? Or shield only +1? I don't even remember.
Sorry?
Does your prone... How much AC bonus is your shield?
2.
2. Okay, so it does offset the prone, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a whip. Ooh, that'll hit.
Another 3.
Ouch.
And now you've got your shield up, so you can use the shield block reaction if you want to soak one of those hits with your shield.
Oh, right. I have shield block.
So that will take, basically the shield will take most of the damage on that with that 3.
Yeah, because my shield's hardness is 5.
Yeah, so that would totally absorb.
Okay. So I will ignore that 3 then.
Yes.
Okay.
But you've used your reaction now. Not that you have a lot of other uses for it, but...
Yeah.
All right. And I have another goblin. Oh, the guy standing right next to you. I'm going to continue pounding because you're down.
Yep.
So we'll go 1. Ooh, critical hit.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
8 points of damage, and you've used your reaction, so no blocking that.
Oh,
No.
my.
And then a second one is going to miss.
Thank goodness.
He's going to move.
I need my phone.
In hindsight, maybe I should have used my last action to help you to your feet.
Hmm.
I mean, they've been
All
hitting
right,
so
it is-
pathetically until now. It didn't really seem like we needed it.
They haven't
Yeah,
been
string-
hitting me pathetically.
String a few together. Yeah, you guys are looking a little hurt.
Well,
Oof.
that's now my updated health.
Ooh, you're looking very hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
All right,
Thankfully,
it is
I'm a
your
healer.
turn, though.
Yeah.
Oy,
Um,
oy.
I think it would be wise of me to attempt to stand up again so that I can actually have my proper bonuses for my shield and all of that. So
All
acrobatics.
right. DC 10 acrobatics. There we go.
Finally.
Whoop, whoop.
Now, do I want to use heal on myself? It would give
Wouldn't
me
be the worst.
1d8 hit points back. It might not be worth it to use that right now. I think we need to try to whittle down the numbers that are around us. Although they're not close enough to me. I guess Oh, but then that would be my 2 actions. Then I can't raise my shield. Oh, this is hard.
Decisions.
Now I do also have the healing hands feat, so I roll d10s instead of d8s now.
Ooh, nice.
And yeah, that's it there. What is battle medicine? Heal yourself for an ally. You can patch yourself up or reduce an ally. Even combat. Attempt a medicine check with the same DC as for treat wounds and restore a corresponding amount of hit points. Okay. So I think it, just because of how hurt I am, I will attempt to heal, which I need to change this to be it's listed. It's just going to list it as an attack. So I need to. I just need to roll. So /roll 1d10, and just to be clear, this doesn't do anything extra. It's not 1d10 plus anything. No, it's just straight hit points. Okay.
Roll a 1.
I heal 5.
That's pretty average.
Yep.
That one does 1 whip hit, or actually, that two whip hits. So that's not bad, unless I crit you again.
So that's my turn then. So
right, 2. Stand up.
That's stand, and then 2 for the spell. And is my shield then not still up? It doesn't stay up. I have to at each turn keep it up.
All right. Why is it 2 for the spell?
Because casting a spell is 2 actions.
No, heal is variable.
Oh, is it?
It's 1 action if you have a range of touch. It's 2 actions to make a range of 30 feet.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
3 actions to make a 30-foot burst. So you have another action.
Well then in that case, Comrade will raise his shield.
Very good. All right, I'll keep that shield icon on you.
Thank you.
All right.
Good catch.
Last Goblin. He's going to try and stand up. He does need to make acrobatics checks to stand up. He succeeds. Now he can walk normally. Now he can engage his spiked clogs again. Oh, but you're not on your butt anymore. That's less fun. However, I am in the blast aura, so what the heck? I will whack it. Comrade again. Here we go. Whippity 1. Well, that'll hit.
Ow.
And just 1. If your reaction is back, if you want to shield block that, then.
So actually, that was one thing I wanted to ask you about the hardness. So do I reduce the hardness now down to 2 because I've absorbed 3, or is the hardness just always there?
Unless I beat the hardness, I think. Let me just see. Shield block. Thank you. Lets you reduce damage with your shield. I haven't used shields a lot, so I'm going to. No, I don't want that.
You and the shield each take any remaining damage, possibly breaking or destroying the shield. So does that mean then the block just negates it? But if it goes beyond my hardness, then it would actually damage it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. In that case, then, yes,
Nice.
I will shield block again to negate that one.
So your shield should have a hit point.
So I've got a hardness and then a BT, which I think is the total
That's
hit
the
points.
broken threshold.
So if it hits, is that its hit points then? If it gets past 10, if it takes 10 damage, then it's broken?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. It has hit points.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, it's got 20 hit points. We're good.
Okay. So, yes, reduce those hit points by everything you've absorbed so far, but.
Oh, okay. So I am reducing the hit points of it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're down to 16 then.
All right. That was 1 whip attack. I've stood up. I'm going to make my 2nd whip attack now. Acha. Your shield is up, so your AC is 18?
Yeah.
So that is a hit because I'm in the bless aura.
Does my bless
And-
affect my AC? It doesn't, does it?
No, it's
No,
just
it's just
attack.
attacks. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so one more damage to you. Big one.
And I realize that the bless also affected our enemies
No.
as well.
Yeah.
No, it's my blesses.
Yeah, he has
Oh,
bless.
you've also got bless active. That's right. I
Yes.
lost track of that.
Bless y'all.
All right. Tick tock, tick tock. Ide's turn.
Well, I think I'm just getting into a shooting match with that chanter, but taking that bless out and taking him out. I can see that Commark is down. I can't really do, or that he's been hurt, but I can't really do anything about that.
Put more arrows into him. That'll help.
Into Commark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him out of his misery, right?
I still got my I still got my precision on the
On the war chanter.
so
Yeah.
I just it makes the most sense. This better fare better. Oh my word!
Man.
Wow.
How is
Wow.
this? Oh,
I mean, you rolled a 3, so that's what it adds up to.
second attack.
Second attack.
Okay.
Hey, there
That
you go.
works. So 2 piercing and 8 precision is
Very
exactly
nice.
the number of hit points he had left.
Hey, nicely done.
So that goes a lot, buddy.
Nicely done.
I take you see like I just like take the breath before the second shot, just like. No, you're done this time.
Something about being on the open seas.
All right, so I take that guy out, and I will, from my vantage point, would I be able to see like that wave on the distance coming in?
Yeah. You see that it is imminent.
All right, so I yell down, 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Well, basically, like 12
Engage
seconds or
the
whatever.
first 2
Like,
rounds, yeah.
yeah, there's a wave coming. So preparing my friends to prepare themselves if they can, and the crew. And then I'll just kind of stay where I am. I mean, there's not really.
Okay. Very good. Then Slippery Phil is up.
All right.
My turn's pretty simple. Just shoot stuff until it dies. So
3 Goblin
point.
warriors left here. They're sort of regrouped, and there's the 1 war chanter still on the canoe.
Let's see. I'll start by making a grapple attempt against this one here.
It's good.
Actually, Like, is your bless still active?
Yep.
Or is it just being eclipsed by this other bless?
It is. Mine's the green aura, if you can still see it.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so you're in it.
Yeah, okay, I'll just do a grapple attempt.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Well, that didn't quite work out.
All right. So grapple is against my fortitude DC, right? Yes. My fortitude DC is 15. So you didn't fail by 10. So you only failed.
The boat's just rocking around a lot. It's hard
It
to
is. It really
solid
is.
grip.
I mean,
With another action, I'm going to, duck behind my dueling cape to give myself a +1 bonus to my AC.
Perfect.
And What should I do with my last action? I guess while I'm in the blessed aura, I can make. I'll make another grapple attempt at a -5. I guess.
Okay.
Is twirling your mustache a free action, or is that?
Oh God, that's worse.
Okay, but with the bless,
jeez.
that brings it to a 7.
That's right. Yeah.
Still
Don't
not a
forget that
critical
one.
fail.
Yes, that's the important part.
Oh wow.
You have failed to grab your target.
The bow's just rocking around a lot. It's hard to aim right now.
All right, that is Slippery Phil done.
The boats are rocking.
Yeah. I need
Grappling
to
is
check
hard.
range on that is 30 feet. Who can I hit within 30 feet? So you are, I'm going to put you back to approximately where you are. How far are you from me? 15 feet across, 20 feet up. 3, 4, 5. So you are 25 on the hypotenuse. Thank you, Pythagoras. That is within 30 feet. So, War Chanter.
Can we
On
contest Pythagoras on this? I mean,
Hang on, I'm inviting Pythagoras to the chat right now.
All right. So his bless aura increases by another 5 feet. And then he's going to find, there's loose ropes up around that are going to get telekinetically lashed at you.
are they now?
14's not going to hit, though.
Nah.
Trying, though. Really trying. Because it did a lot better damage than anything else I was doing. War
starts
Chanter
moving
is,
towards me. I just look at it, go no.
War Chanter is done. Goblin Warrior. It's like the battle of the 10-foot reach weapons here. So this guy's gonna crack out at Slippery Phil. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on the thing, aren't I? Is there anyone along the way?
And you need to stop remembering things that help you. Come on.
I know.
Every time it's like, no, wait, there's this other extra thing that's gonna help.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna beat up Slippery Phil. All right, here we go. Phil. 18.
18 does not currently hit me.
Hey.
Oh, hang on. I'm in my bless aura now. 19.
19 does not currently hit me.
Hey.
So I got my dueling cape.
Nice.
Dueling cape for the win. All right, second one is 16. That doesn't hit.
Somehow 16 does hit me. No.
Weird.
Strange.
And lastly, this guy's going to scuttle over here.
It hits you because of Pythagoras.
This goblin warrior.
I always knew that math would be the thing that takes me out.
It's Pythagoras' theorem on armor class.
So this guy's going to spend the 3 actions, and he's going to swing on a rope to go from 2 to 2.
Just because wee.
As any good pirate would.
And he's going to attack Comric on his way by.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to make my acrobatic or athletics check first. I fail.
Oh.
I remain in my starting square. What happens? On a failure. Oh, I still swing to the destination square. I just don't get to make the attack. I spent 3 actions to go to there.
You're just having too much fun.
Yeah.
Go to round. Oh, shoot.
All right.
Attack that guy.
Comric is up.
Okay. I am just below half health. It's still going to be an acrobatics check to move. But at the same time, I kind of need to pummel a goblin to make myself less susceptible. So I'm going to move. I'm going to... I'll step.
Still DC 10 acrobatics.
Yep. Come on, dice.
Oh.
You're blessed. You're blessed.
That's a 9 then.
Yeah, it still doesn't do it.
So what does that mean again? I don't move?
You On a failure,
I'm rolling such crap.
I think it's just balance. Failure, remain stationary and keep your balance.
Okay. So that was one action. I will spend another action to increase the radius of my bless one more time.
Right.
And oh, geez. What cantrips do I have? I do have guidance. What does guidance require? One.
Guidance do.
So guidance. I asked for divine guidance, granting the target, which could be Slippery Phil or Ide, a +1 status bonus to one attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check the target attempts before the duration ends. The target chooses which roll to use the bonus on before rolling. If the target uses the bonus, spell ends. Either way, the target is temporarily immune for 1 hour. 2 guidance. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Basically once per combat.
Yeah.
More or less.
Oh, I was going to say, I think Phil is the one that's mobile. You're the one that's stationary and a turret, basically. So Comrec,
tower defense.
Yeah. Comrec will use guidance to guide Slippery Phil on his next move or attack or whatever he would like to use it on.
All right.
So that was an attempted move, a casting, and then... Sorry, did we determine that if I've raised my shield and haven't lowered it, that it's still raised, or do I have to raise it again?
You need to spend an action to do that.
Okay, then I will raise my shield again.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
All right.
So just for chat, there it is.
I will give Slippery Phil a thing. That is your guidance. To remind us that you have guidance. All right. Last Goblin Warrior. What am I gonna do?
There's a good B action movie.
The Last Goblin Warrior.
Last Goblin Warrior.
Well, I mean, my friend moved over to give me flanking, so I better capitalize on it. So I'm gonna move to here. And then I'm gonna attack Slippery Phil twice with flanking. Wabam.
Oh.
Battle hit.
Wabam. All right.
Battle miss.
One whole. Oh, wait. So that's actually 21 against your flat-footed AC still is not a critical. So yeah, that's just one big hit.
Man,
one.
I'm getting walloped, and Phil's just getting little death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah,
yeah.
Very, very much a change of pace from the first leg of this adventure.
Oh man,
right.
only one more turn before the wave arrives.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
geez.
Knight's turn is up.
I yelled down, wave incoming.
Oh boy.
And
What
it's
can we
the,
do to
So-
prepare for the wave?
So yes,
just knowing that it's
if
about to
you,
happen.
so basically on your turn, if you want to spend an action and describe something you're doing to brace yourself, then
Hmm.
then you'll get a bonus on your save, basically.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Good to
So
know.
that
And also, with previous experience, you know that being prone increases your save result by 1 step. So if you willingly drop prone, then you won't get pushed around as much.
all right. So here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take my first action. I'm going to take a shot at the other caster.
Okay.
Just I'm not gonna mark him or anything, so just straight longbow attack. So
Okay.
I'll do that.
Bring it.
That's a 16.
16 does not hit.
Okay, see that fail. I know that wave's coming, and I'll change up my tactics a little bit. So I'm going to use another action to enact my Jade Cat Talisman,
Nice.
which gives I treat all falls as 20 feet shorter. And since
Well,
I'm
alright.
20 feet up, I can basically just drop
Just drop to the deck
with no
like a cat.
penalty. And I'm
Yep.
not flat-footed when I balance. Narrow surfaces on uneven ground are not difficult terrain for me.
Right.
And I will allow myself to, as I fall, can I allow myself to just prone? Or do I have to use an action to?
You would have to still use an action to.
Okay. Then my last action, yeah, I'm just going to potentially basically duck and cover.
All right.
And so I'll kind of be bracing myself by, I guess I'm by the mast. So
Yeah, just wrap a couple arms around the mast to hold
Yeah.
on.
but I see that. I just like, I took a shot off and I see it coming. So I'm just like, talisman. So it just like, or I just drops and just grabs off.
Beautiful. All right, Slippery Phil.
Okay. First action, I would like to tumble through to here.
All right, so
Or I guess I'll roll an acrobatics check to see how far I
Acrobatics to
can
see how much
tumble,
movement
and
it
then
has?
maybe I'll decide that.
Yeah.
Considering my last few rolls have been
Oh.
kind of garbage.
you get
Hey.
full speed.
Woo!
Okay. In that case, full 25. I think I'd like to tumble through. Maybe over to yonder.
Slippery Phil just goes like full Sonic the Hedgehog mode.
I do like a baseball slide between the goblin's legs, and then just
Yes, you're capitalizing on the slippery deck at this point.
yes. And now that I've got panache, I'm going to slap this guy with my grapnel.
Are you going to spend your guidance on this?
That gives me a +1, right?
Yes. So you got +1. Actually, what type of bonus is guidance?
Uh,
Oh, if I scroll up, I suppose I can see. Guidance is a status bonus, and then we should see what type of bonus does bless, because they won't stack. Bless is also a status bonus.
Okay. In that case, I will not spend it here. I'll save it for.
So yes, so you could use the guidance on something that bless doesn't affect, so on a skill check or a saving throw.
Yeah, so I might save it for this wave that's about to hit
When
us.
the wave
in that
hits.
case.
Hey, there you go.
But I will be making my finisher attack against this goblin that I just tumbled past.
Perfect.
Look at that, guys! I actually understand my character now.
It's wild.
it's handy when you get that, eh?
Oh,
Ooh!
That's
Hero point.
all right.
hero
So
point.
it's
Hero
Oh,
point.
hero point! I
point.
can use the hero point to reroll that. Yeah.
totally hero point that. Absolutely.
You have two.
All right. I've been humiliated long enough. So that's just a straight reroll, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
17 will hit.
Yeah.
18 with the.
Oh,
bless.
18 in the bless.
Nice.
So let's see. 11 is not quite 3 times his current hit points, so he goes down. And
And then
comic-
for Phil's last action, he will just shout, "Hit the deck!" and then he's just gonna like drop down on all fours
okay,
using
you're
his
gonna go
sticky frog appendages to try to go prone and just adhere himself to the deck.
okay, you're gonna go prone as well. Got it. Okay. War Chanter. I mean, I'm happy out here in my little canoe. So I think I'm going to.
We're just gonna put a happy little goblin in this canoe right here.
Yeah. So I'll just spend an action to do that. Because holy cow, this is a big bless. And then who do I want to beat on? Got 2 prone guys. And you shot arrows at me. Are you still 30 feet away from me? You probably are. Yeah. I really want these ropes to hit you. So there's going to be more loose ropes that are going to try and slash at you. With telekinetic projectile, wabam, 24 will hit. especially since you're prone and flat-footed. So that is 26. Doesn't crit though. No. So 8 points of slashing damage to Ide as you get.
Oh.
Finally, the ropes catch up with you. And whackity 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 whack.
That was 8.
8. From the War Chanter. All right, Goblin Warrior. They.
Now I am prone. It doesn't throw. That doesn't do anything to his.
No, that's only if you spend extra actions, you'll get additional AC bonus from cover, but just being prone.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently. Boy. We've got 2 goblins left. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Here's what we're going to do. This guy's going to stand on the hatch here. He's going to use his. He moves there. He's going to do his first attack on.
Didn't that hatch get broken open when?
It's busted in a little bit. It's still passable terrain, unfortunately. So the first one's going to be on Comric. 23 will probably.
Yep, that'll
Use
hit.
lever action if you want to soak that with your shield.
Right now my AC is, well, I guess so I could just absorb.
So it'd be damage to your shield or damage to yourself is what it boils down to.
Ah, right.
He's gonna come wreck you.
Yeah, I'll shield block that one. So that's another 3 damage to it. Okay.
And
Almost
then
like
with my last action, I will attack the prone Slippery Phil with a 20 against your prone AC.
Yeesh.
Oh no, I've been hoisted by my own stupid decision.
No, another 1 point of damage there. Because
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Somehow I've managed to go this long and I'm still above half HP. So
I've hit you 5 times for 1 each. It's weird. This guy, I mean, I'm at the rope swing point anyway, so I might as well use it again. I will swing back to here and attack Comric on my way by. If I succeed on the friggin' thing.
He come wreck you.
Nope.
Yes.
I do not. Ooh.
well,
He does
Hang
not
on. That was
come
a
wreck you.
4. The DC is
He come wreck himself.
10. So I did not fail by 10 or more. So I just swing. This guy just swinging back and forth.
Yeah, he just screwed
That's
the
all he
fight.
does.
Like, woohoo!
he's
All
just
right.
having a great time. He's just having
Yeah.
fun.
He's
Having a good time here. All right,
very
Comric, you are
ADHD
up.
goblin. He got
All right.
distracted.
So I need to reserve a final action
Goblins
to
can have ADHD too.
brace myself. I'm assuming that where I'm at the boat has like some kind of a guardrail or
Yeah.
a handrail. Okay.
Yeah, so you can
Called a gunnel.
arm around the rail or something too.
Yeah.
It's called a gunnel.
Okay. Sure, it's a gunnel. I'm not Dinar right now. I'm not a ship captain. I don't know this crap. All right. So in that case, then I think Comrec is tired of this goblin standing in front of him. So we are going to attempt a warhammer swing at it. Bring the
Yeah.
hammer down right on top. See if we can't drive it into the deck like the last one. 17
Also
to hit.
spelled gun whale.
This is the spot, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
And especially with the +1 from Bless. That is
Yeah.
an 18 against his AC. You have crushed another goblin.
Hey. I feel like
Whoever's below deck, they just see another one land right on top of the other one. Like,
I feel like I'm
Meanwhile,
driving them in like nails.
Yeah. That hatch is not opening ever again.
The ship's actually sinking because you've driven them all the way through the bottom.
the hatch is now made of goblins.
That is probably going to be it aside from my bracing. I could cast another cantrip.
raise your shield. You could expand your bless aura, or you could
Pee a little.
do something else.
The shield cantrip is not quite as effective as in Dungeons and Dragons. It's only a +1.
Yeah.
Okay, and stabilizes for somebody who's dying, so that doesn't help me out at all there. I guess that is all that I can do for now. So let me just take a look at the action economy, make sure I'm not going to waste an action for no reason. I guess, well, I suppose for now I'll spend my second action to expand my bless once more.
Yep.
And then I will use my final action to brace against the gunwale of the ship.
The gun whale.
The gunwale,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yes.
which is spelled gun whale, pronounced gunnel. Because railing, we just can't call it railing.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, gunwale sounds so much cooler in theory.
It does.
Like it conjures up such a mental image, and
It really,
the
yeah.
railing on the side of a ship is not it.
No,
Do I need to roll
Yeah.
anything for my bracing?
it's orca with
No,
an
no, you've spent
AK.
an action. That's enough to
Okay.
you've sacrificed in the action economy. That's
Okay.
enough for me.
All right, cool.
All right, so top of the order, the next big wave hits. Dilly. So I need reflex saves from everyone.
Okay. Don't screw me this time, reflex save.
28, baby.
Crying out loud!
So
I
the
get-
good news is braced.
The
Yeah.
wave come wreck you.
Reflex.
All right, 18.
18.
So those of you that are prone, increase your success by 1 grade. So
29. Or just, I see what you mean.
So your 28 was already a crit success. So you are
Ultra crit?
unaffected. Slippery Phil's 18 was a success, which becomes a critical success because he is prone, so he is unaffected.
Do I succeed so much that I beat the wave? And nobody else?
They all just got washed away.
Comric has failed, but not critically.
The
So
wave
does-
changes
does-
his mind. You're like,
Does my bracing on the gunwale help at all?
Your brace increases your success success by 1 grade as well.
Oh,
Or your roll by 1 grade.
okay.
So, or sorry, you were bracing. Sorry, these other guys fell prone and took a penalty.
Uh-huh.
So roll an athletics check for your brace to see whether you.
I'm good at these because I'm strength. 13.
13 is enough. It was a DC 10 just to make sure that you're. All right, so you have also succeeded. So you get pushed 5 feet. Sorry, you get pushed 10 feet, which you reduced to 5 because you're Mr. Dwarfy boy.
Okay. Move 5.
Then all the crew continue to get pushed away. Yes, the focus has gone off the crew at this point, which is probably to your guys' benefit. There we go. And then I need to roll for the one goblin who is still on the ship because. Oh,
Yeah.
Swingy gets pushed.
That's swing. I was gonna say that's swingy boy, isn't it?
He only gets pushed 5 feet because of his clogs, but he is knocked prone.
Very nice, very nice.
He's
He's too
prone
distracted
and-
by the swingy rope, so he didn't see the wave coming.
He crit failed, so he's prone and clumsy 1.
Hey, take that, goblin.
And everyone else, we have resolved that. All right. Ide is up. Well, you're prone, but it's your turn.
Can I fire? Can I shoot my bow from my back?
Yes, with a penalty, I believe.
Oh, that's lame.
-2 to attack from prone.
You'd have to
Yep.
adjust how your bow is arranged. That kind of makes sense.
-2. Nah, I'll stand up.
Okay, so acrobatics check to stand up.
Does my Jade Talisman negate that? Because uneven ground and narrow, I guess it's narrow surfaces and uneven ground are all difficult terrain. This is slippery though, right? So it's different.
Yeah. So
Acrobatics to stand up.
Yep.
21.
Nailed it.
Nice.
I kip up. And in mid kip, as I'm kind of kipping up, because I have quick draw anyway. So my bow is just out, and then at the stupid chanter.
What the war chanter? Okay.
Yeah, they've been my targets because nobody else can really get to them in the boats.
Stay
So,
still.
and so that's a,
Well,
oh, that's not
That's
not
another
the right
3.
thing. No, that's a longsword. I'm not even.
That's a
remembering the right
longsword
thing.
attack.
Oh, that's
I
the
was in my
wrong.
melee. I was like, where am I even attacking? That's not even the same thing. There we go. Longbow.
Hey.
That'll hit. All right, so he takes 5 piercing.
That's going to be a 26 because I'm in the blast now.
Yes, you are.
Ooh, 26. Still not a crit.
So
Mm.
Getting closer though.
okay. Yeah. So one action to kip up, and then in mid kip I shoot, and then I'm just gonna go for the second shot because I don't like these guys. Nope.
That is 20 less than the last one. That's
Yeah. Nope.
Just a slight
that one
difference.
misses. All right.
I had better
I
better
just-
aim when I was like in midair than when I landed. Go figure.
All right, Slippery Phil.
All right, well, I'll take an action to stand on my feet.
All right.
This prone, clumsy-looking guy is looking very tempting right now, so I might
Sure
just
is.
go and.
All right.
But then, or is
you
it better
do
to go
need
after the
acrobatics
chanter?
check to stand up. So just
Right.
Go for the chanter.
Yeah, maybe I should go for the chanter. I feel like he's probably the bigger threat with how much magic he's been
Alright,
throwing at
you're
us.
on your feet. You're in
Okay,
the blast.
With my grapnel, can I reach him from down there, or is the boat too tall?
You should be able to reach him. He'd be about 10 feet down. So
Okay. I don't currently have any panache, but I will attempt to grapple him to start.
right. So this is against his reflex DC. Got it. That
Does the
Is-
bless apply to this?
blast doesn't, but your guidance could.
Yeah, you can use guidance.
I will use
Oh.
my guidance.
I don't know that
Guidance.
the guidance lasts that long. Let me just check here. How long does it last? Until the start of your next turn, so guidance is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
Well, on the upside, a 15 wouldn't have hit either. So yeah, that missed.
Okay, well, I'll just attempt to get panache by just waltzing right past this guy then.
All right, do a tumble.
Actually, yeah, I'll attempt to tumble through.
Okay.
Stumble through the prone, clumsy, distracted goblin.
Yes. So
Super
acrobatics
high.
just to see if I can move, right?
Acrobatics to move. Yep, you're good. Oh, you're moving at full
Oh,
speed.
22.
In that case, I'll move a little bit further. I'll move to here.
Yep.
So he's a nice safe 10 feet away from me.
Beautiful. Clumsy prone guy.
And I'll
He's
just make
rubbing it in.
another acrobatics check
Point
just to
him.
make sure I actually do successfully tumble through. 26.
Nice.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
nailed it.
okay.
He's just rubbing it in. He's like, look how clumsy you are. Look how clumsy I'm not.
I think after the second wave, Phil's in like full panic mode right now. So he's not he's not moving with style or grace. He's kind of just bouncing all over like a kinetic frog disaster.
Kinetic frog disaster. Those 3 words together are amazing.
So it's an action to stand up, an action to tumble through. You've got one left.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, you didn't attack
No,
with the
because
goblin.
he
Chanter.
Yes,
tried to
yes,
grapple
that's right.
him. Yeah.
All right, you're done. Very good. The Ward Chanter did not like that at all. Another belaying pin is going to fly, this time towards Slippery Phil. What do I need to do? Click on the thing. Here we go. Wha-bam. 15's not going to hit you, though.
it's sure not.
I've been about 50-50 on these things.
Me and my shots too.
Yeah.
They're either really good or horrible.
One action left. What else can I do with one action?
Start rowing away.
I mean, I guess I could
Die.
take a shot with my short bow. This is going to be against Comric, just because.
Mm-hmm.
And Q. 20 going to hit.
Yep.
It's 5 piercing again. Oh, you don't have your shield up, so yeah, enjoy your 5 points of damage.
Yeah. That's gonna bring me down to 12. Oh wait, no. It's taking me up to 23 damage, which will bring me down to. Oof. I'm hurt. I'm very hurt.
Woo! All right, Goblin Warrior. I'm going to acrobatics. I am clumsy. I still stand up with flair. Maybe not panache, but with flair.
It's kind of
I mean,
panache.
both Slippery Phil and Comric are within whipping distance, so I'll do one at each. Oh, geez, you're right here too. So many choices.
You're like a kid in a candy store, eh?
I know.
I'm not here. You can't see me.
All right. First one's going to go at Ide, just because, fresh
I just hit
meat.
myself in the eye.
Fresh meat.
Oh,
Nice.
second one's going to go with Comric because you look like you might go down with stiff breeze. Nope.
He's still too clumsy. He gets up and he's just like, "Hey, what's happening?"
His clumsy is gone. Comric is up.
Let's whip it around. What is going on? Comric.
Sorry, I was just realizing that I think I might have been reading my AC and shield bonuses wrong this entire encounter.
Oh.
What? Like,
Because I initially on that first wave when I got knocked prone, I forgot to turn it off.
Oh.
So my AC's been 16 and 18 this entire encounter. I just realized it's actually 18 and 20.
Oh,
Whoops.
jeez.
Oh well,
Well,
that's on
you
me.
could've saved
That's on me.
Quite a bit of damage.
what are you new to Pathfinder or something?
Oh, such a noob. All right. Well,
We are noobs.
Comrec is very hurt, so I think Comrec is going to attempt to stride to get away. He's actually just going to try to get. It's going to take Phil outside of the blast, but I think that's what he needs to do. So I'm going to try to move. So I got to roll acrobatics.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Finally.
There you go.
So I'll go 5, 10, 15 to there. And then let's see. What is my battle medicine? So you can patch yourself up, even in combat. Attempt a medicine check with the same DC as for treat wounds. Restore the corresponding amount of hit points. So I'm going to attempt a medicine check on myself, which I'm trained, says +8, so hopefully this goes well. Does a 13? Try to remember how this
13.
works.
DC is 15.
All right. Then I will raise my shield.
All right. Shields up. Not the worst choice. All right. Ide, you've got one Goblin Warrior and one War Chanter left.
Enter.
All right, on the chanter. Here we go.
He's making me angry.
This music is just too much of an earworm.
So I'm gonna make him my hunted prey.
Very good. I'll give him a purple dot. Purple for prey.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face. Yes, I am.
20 will hit. 2 points of damage plus the 4 precision. Wabam.
And I will attack him again.
8 will not hit.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
Oh, yeah, do
Nice.
it. 9 also does not hit.
Wow.
me? Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
Ah,
Welcome to the struggle bus.
This has not been a very.
oh,
Listen,
man.
I just hasn't got his sea legs yet. Clearly.
Oh,
All right.
that's it.
Slippery
That's
Phil,
3
pick him up.
actions.
Pick him up.
Oh my word! Kill the caster.
The war chanter's looking on his last legs for sure.
He has too many legs to begin with.
Hmm.
Too many. I'll take him out, Phil.
All right, time to clean up. Can I reach him from here with the height of the boat and everything?
I'll say sure.
Okay, time to do a finisher.
Nice.
Bring it.
Come on.
Drama. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, I was literally just waiting for the button.
Use your last hero point. Use your second
No, no.
one.
You know what? I feel pretty confident at this point that I'm not going to die this encounter. I will re-roll that.
You know what? I'm gonna save you the hero point. This is a gimme. The 6 points of damage on a miss is still gonna kill him.
Oh.
Oh, this is the miss. The miss.
Ah.
I missed the shot, but the grappling hook puts a hole in his bow and he just
And the
sinks.
boat Yep. That is exactly what happened.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I totally meant to do that.
I don't think any of us saw, none of us saw
The water
anyway,
was-
so
Yeah, the water's coming over the boat.
we're not even looking. We're
Oh,
not
that's
going to
a
see
token.
that. So you can just be like, that
The
happened.
boat just glug, 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 glug.
Yeah.
All right, so that was one
I'll,
action.
yeah, for my next action, I will help this crewmate to my left to his feet.
Ooh.
What do you think you're doing? Come on, pull some ropes. Back down the what's it? What's that thing doing? Someone should stop it. And then I'll attempt to tumble through over here.
All right,
Nice.
so
Devin, I didn't know you were here.
one for movement and then one for the tumble through. All right, moving at full speed
Excellent.
and tumble through with panache.
Nice.
Oh yes. So I'll
Or at
move
least
myself
finish the
over
tumble.
here.
Wow, the batting order's gotten a lot shorter.
Yes, it has.
All right, Phil's turn is
Just a little
done. Goblin warrior, like last hurrah.
Last Goblin Warrior. That's the bit.
It's like the last action hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E-movie
A
version.
movie that I have
Goblin.
never seen.
He's gonna get
It's
desperate.
entertaining.
He drops his whip and pulls out his dog slicer.
Oh.
This rusty ass blade. He's doing lethal damage now. He realizes he's no longer taking the ship. He wants to take someone out with him.
Oh.
Slippery Phil. 1, 2 attacks. Both of them are 15s. They both miss.
Whew. The dueling cape pays off.
And
I'm
Comric
actively
is
using it
up.
right now.
Comrec is up. Well, there's only one goblin left.
And he's looking cornered and super defensive now.
Love it. So I think, what kind of damage would that potentially do? Not a lot of damage. It's probably not worthwhile to pull out a javelin and chuck it. Considering Ide is up next. I think. Let's see. There's not a lot I can do from where I am right now.
You're having the priestly pressed.
I have one spell slot left, which I could attempt a command.
Just if you don't take him down this turn, I'm going to. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna attack him.
I suppose even if I was to command the goblin to do something, it can't do it until its turn.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of pointless.
And I'm going to kill it.
You could try to help.
Actually, yes, that probably makes the most sense. So, I will attempt as a battle priest. I will point out an opening in the goblin's armor because it's clearly facing Phil. Ide is behind it, and I will tell Ide, shoot it there, and I will help.
Okay, so that's a reaction that will be triggered on Ide's turn. That's one action to do that. Raise your shield.
I will raise my shield.
And expand your...
Sure. Why not? I could bless a couple more crewmates.
There we go. All right. Ide is up.
Sweet.
All right, so your
Alright.
help action, I will rule this as a... So you're trying to point out... So I'll throw this as either a...
Could it be... oh, wait, no, that wouldn't make sense.
So either medicine check, or if you want to empower him with the power of Morven, you could also do religion if you prefer, if you think that would help him.
Ooh. I mean, that would be more on point for Comrec to vanquish his evil foes with the power of Morven. So yes, I will do religion.
All right.
Smite that goblin.
All right.
Ka-chow. 17.
17, you need to hit a DC 20 to help.
Ah!
So failure doesn't penalize him, only crit fails do.
Okay.
But you do not. But your prayer falls on secular ears? I don't know. I doesn't.
Ide worships other gods. Okay, I'm going to attempt an acrobatics to move.
Okay. Oh
Are
no!
you kidding me?
You move. You move to the deck.
Are you kidding me?
You are prone, my son.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, am I gonna go?
I should have just stayed still. I was trying to move over to get in flanking. I should have just stayed where I was and just.
You said you were going to kill him.
I know.
You can.
Oh
Just
my
gotta stand up
goodness.
first.
It's just going to take slightly longer than we thought it would.
So that was an action, right?
That sure was.
Now I gotta use another action, stand up.
Yep, you do.
Good thing I had quick draw.
I'd say, all you got to do is hit him with one, and then you're good.
Yeah, so I'll use my quick draw feat so I can pull out my longsword and attack on the same as one action.
Oh,
Beautiful.
That's 16.
All right. Are you attacking from prone or are you standing up first?
I stood up first.
Okay, so acrobatics stand up then. All right, you stand up successfully. And 16 in the bless aura is a hit.
nice.
So 4 slashing damage.
4 of the 6 hit points he's got.
Oh my goodness.
I kind of redeemed himself. He bloodies it. But it is Slippery Phil's turn to finish it off.
Slippery
Right,
Phil.
I have panache, so
I
let's
should
do
have
big
just stayed
whack.
where I was. I should have just. I
Man,
was like, I'm gonna move over. Nope.
Slippery Phil's back
is-
must be
is
hurting.
a 19 acceptable?
19 does the job. Very
14
nice.
damage.
And the last of the goblin boarders is slain. Wow, that was an epic. And you guys clear the narrows. The crew kind of gets back to their stations and everything is, and the boat sort of subsides into the open ocean. You see just wide open sea. The sun sort of mid-afternoon light kind of coming down, and the wind's at your back, and everything's feeling pretty good. And the crewmen are now swabbing goblin guts off the deck, and
I will.
Phil is definitely
will
going to help
help
himself
them
to a
with
pair of
that.
those shoes.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything we can loot from these.
So from the goblins, you're going to
Cheers.
catch. So yes, if you want some of those spiked clogs, they will fit Slippery Phil, no problem. They would have to be modified to fit larger creatures.
Yeah, I'm not in. No.
And basically, they will reduce your speed by 5 feet, but you ignore the slippery deck. Is the compensation?
Might come in handy in the future.
I think Comrec will take them. Comrec's actually training crafting, so if there was some modification that needed to happen,
Yep.
then
Yeah, with enough
Some
downtime
Goblin
easily
skills.
to resize those. The other things that you find are so between the ones that are remaining, you find 50 gold pieces in assorted looted jewelry and coins.
Wow.
There's also a vial of an oil of skating. And the one of the war chanters made it onto the deck of the ship, didn't he? No, he didn't. Both of them died. So it must have been on one of the warriors that had lesser blast boots.
What?
And I believe I have all these items.
That sounds significant.
Let's see what we got here. The oil of skating. All right, so that, and then the lesser blast boots. So they should both be in your journal now. So blast boots are here. Oil of skating here. So these are both consumable
Rockets.
items.
Your
One of them was
rockets
wearing
are
rocket
your
shoes.
boots. Oh my goodness.
Good old Goblin engineering.
You can high jump or long jump without the need. Oh, I want those.
So these are a single-use item. I will point
That's
out.
fine.
Not made to last.
And then the oil
I
of
still want
skating
them.
is basically the exact opposite of what they were trying to do with the spiked clogs.
we're allowed to slide.
So yes, you guys have arrived at the open ocean. You know you've got about a 2-week trip to get to where you were hoping to get on the map. But that sounds like something for our next session.
Mhm.
Indeed.
So thank you everyone who has stuck it out with us. This has been a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So as mentioned, next week we'll be back with our 5e campaign for episode 57 of Sea of Souls. And you should catch episode 2 of Legacy of the Lost Empire in about 4 weeks' time, last Monday of April. And until then, smell you later.
Bye.
What a sign.
No notes.